let's get this show on the road. See you in a moment. Welcome, at long last, back to the jewelry box, and properly to mind-bending shenanigans. Today, also at long last, the release of a game so enthralling I solved a puzzle that wasn't even in it.
Yeah.
Welcome to Blueprints!
Hey.
I waffled for a long time on whether this would be on Inverted Castle or Mind-Bending Shenanigans. And like, it's still a toss-up. So many of my shows have crossover. I'm probably going to reconsider which shows even exist, but God, do I like the intro for both of those, so it's still going to be a problem for me.
It's also a roguelike.
It's also a roguelike, yes. Like, 3 of my shows are genres that I absolutely fucking love. So maybe I'll take several months and make an intro that combines all of them, but I love the ones I have now. Also, that whole time that I was offline dealing with ball cancer, and everything else, I pointedly failed to make a new intro for this. Which again, stress and cancer and other stress. It's not a problem that I didn't get to it. There were ideas that I was tossing around to do a specific Blueprints intro based on how much the demo had grabbed me, and specific Blueprints like notifiers, and I was thinking about changing this overlay and just having it be my brand for the entire duration. Obviously that didn't happen. None of those things happened. They were all extremely high concept, and as fun as they might have been, I don't know, I really like the ones that I have.
I think we're all right.
Yeah. But just imagine if the puzzle pieces falling in mind-bending shenanigans were instead rooms of the manor. This may be meaningless. Yeah. This may be meaningless to most of you, but it's definitely not meaningless to Sean. Speaking of, thanks for the code. I truly appreciate
you're welcome,
that.
Man. Yeah, and thanks to the developer for, compensating their testers.
All right. Here we go. Intro read by Herbert. Well, intro read by somebody playing Herbert. Not important. I'm just going to let this play.
Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me.
Codicils is a good word.
I give and bequeath to my grandnephew,
it helps make your poop
Simon
smoother.
Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly.
I appreciate that this sequence basically hasn't changed with the exception of the waterfall graphic at
The
lower
above
left.
provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grand.
However, this transition is great.
46th room
I said I was going to
my
let this play, and then I'm
45
talking the
room
fuck
estate.
over it.
The location of
So
the room
good.
has been kept
46 to
secret
46, so
from
good.
all the staff and servants
Good job.
of the manor. But I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner.
Within a timely manner. Remember that
Should
phrase.
my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993.
This 18th day of March, not the release date of the game.
No, it is not a 33-year-old game.
No, but like, that day of the month would have been a great time to do it.
Yeah, it's so close to being that date.
And with as many things in this game as are definitely intentional, it makes me wonder why it isn't.
I think things just slip at the end.
Alas.
Like that's like a big finishing touch category. It's not.
All right. Welcome, at last, to the manor, Mount Holly Estate. There's the Mount Holly, allegedly. The mountain. I believe it's not even a question of allegedly, but like
It is. Yeah.
The mountain, the position of the mountain has bothered me for a long time because so much of the material showed it behind the manor, and here it is directly opposite the front door. Just always irked me, but reading into it too much. Also, talking about things that the audience has not seen. I played, as I mentioned during the opening bit, I played the absolute fuck out of the demo, because it got me. This game is so much my jam. Well, I was just saying I was considering changing all of the stream assets over to be this game themed. It is so much my jam that I got completely sucked into it, and I got completely sucked into it, and like started fixating on the tiny details, like does this cross hatching on this arch piece mean anything? It's like, Jules, take a step back and breathe, maybe. Now that said, there are some people on a Discord I was in that have a theory that this table does in fact mean a thing.
Oh no.
But I got sucked into the demo, as did a lot of people, to an extent that I ended up solving a puzzle, and I've talked about this a little bit before. I ended up solving a puzzle that wasn't even there, using clues from the game and the source files of the game. I put puzzle pieces together that were not supposed to be puzzle pieces, and got a peek into information beyond what I ought to have seen. And it was the link was so close. It was such a relatively small leap of logic that I thought it had to be intentional, that there was some metagame shit going on. And then I got sucked into this other Discord where people were absolutely hacking the game apart, and it's like, ah yes, the Red Prince rogue Discord. You know, every tiny thing means something. And then there was an official statement from the devs that is like, no, the metagame, that like going into the source files will never be necessary. Don't do that. And I lost all interest in Not in the game. I lost all interest in continuing to try and poke at it because, like, I had already gone too far. There's nothing to see. There's literally nothing to see in regard to properly solving the game at that place.
You can only ruin it for yourself.
Yeah, I can only ruin it for myself. And frankly, I already ruined some things. But I chose not to ruin any more of them, and I haven't played the game since the demo, since that announcement, in an effort to try and get the steel trap that is my mind to forget something. Didn't work. I'm cursed to remember everything. But I will be making a conscious effort to go through this game without using knowledge I have not streamed the acquisition of. Obviously, that is impossible because I have the knowledge of what the fuck's going on with these paintings, for instance. But I will try not to use that until we've reached the point of until we've reached the point of Simon, the camera here, knowing what that is about.
And even stuff like that is like just like mid-game at latest.
My kingdom for a magnifying glass, which I don't know exists. Oh, right, yes, sorry. Sinclair. What quality was that record player just moments ago? Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms... That's too crackly. That's too crackly. I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. That's a little bit better. By the time you read the... What?
It's still very crackly. All you did was do it, but deeper.
There's not so much I can... There's not a lot I can do about the crackling, unfortunately.
That's fine. That's great.
By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. .exe. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir.
Don't give me the we have voice acting at home. Like, shut up, I'm trying my best.
With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day.
Unless you have a coat rack.
One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead." With all my love and wishes, best of luck. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Just like the opening sequence, right? Leave me alone.
Actually, it sounded a lot like it before you made the adjustment.
God damn it.
All right, it sounded more like it than afterwards.
Piss. All right. The titular blueprint. Wait, is megaphone still on? No, I turned that off. God, I can hear it in my brain.
Internalized Herbert. Developing a second personality.
Fuck off. Hey there, Amy. Why is my emote fall not happening? Well, whatever. We'll figure that out later.
So was something.
My bit cup is working. Why is the emote fall not happening? Well, whatever. Yeah, welcome to the first, well, the one of the primary resources of Blueprints, feet. Hey, thank you for the follow, Amy. What's up?
I had never thought of feet being a currency before.
Well, you can exchange currency for feet, not on this channel.
I shall gladly pay you in feet pics for a hamburger today.
That's so fucking terrible, thank you. All right, there we go. Now we're truly back in the swing of it.
Yay.
All right. So I am choosing to go left, which I guess is like metagame wrong or something. I don't care.
Really? You know more about the game than I do.
Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. I am so very glad they changed the shade of red on those.
Color blindedness was an idea the entire development, as far as I am aware.
Yeah. There was a whole discussion with regard to the dartboard in particular.
Yep.
As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey.
You got your Mount Holly brand, your Mist brand journal.
I don't have, I filled it, unfortunately. We ran out of pages in the Mist journal. I do still have it, it's right here. Get it. Yeah, I do still have the original Journal of Mist, but it is now completely full of puzzle musings. Oh no, we have one blank page before my brother's childhood drawing of some tits. For those of you not familiar with what I'm talking about, the final page has contained this for about 20 years, on account of my brother. What's his Steam name at the moment?
I'm gonna put that in the next big Metroid Brainia puzzle. What does the titty totem mean?
I really hate that. Thank you.
something fertility.
Okay. So as long as we are doing this, I think I shall... What is this? 9x5? Yeah.
Yarp. 45 rooms, 9x5.
Oh, it makes so much sense now. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, so I guess the idea is that if you used nothing but blue rooms, I guess you would fill this.
Do all the blue rooms fit together exactly?
I doubt it. But I believe in the registry they go up to 45.
Huh. Alright.
I've I've never tried fitting them, because like colored rooms are actually pretty good to have. But maybe that is a question for modding. Modding could answer that.
We will get into that later.
Yeah, much later.
Much later. Okay, setting up my little chart. Probably drew it too small, have to do that again later, but oh well, figure it out. So yeah, the gist. Every door you open has some random bullshit behind it. Well, not random bullshit, but like...
Moon Knight.
Christ. I hate this choice. This covers no new ground. Sure, we'll take stuff.
Dead ends are a very important thing to draft.
It's true. And so we are introduced to some of the other currencies in blueprints, keys, gems, coins. What's up?
I just love this this clue. I love this image.
Yeah, this was the one that got me to start like actually paying attention in the first place. I didn't immediately figure out what was going on with the paintings, but I had noticed that this room, or not even this room, but like this map cell seemed to always contain this graphic. At least when I was playing through the demo. I would later learn that that's not even necessarily true. But yeah, this one's great, especially the fact that it can change. Very good. But yes, every room has a pair of paintings, or pencil sketches, whatever. The medium is not important. Fine, whatever. Give me a gem. Stairs and stars. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. It didn't!
Narrator voice.
Yeah, narrator.
It did not.
Although we don't know when this, was this dated? Because it could have been.
No, it's not.
Yeah, there's no, like, there's no saying that this is actually from his ultimate decline in health.
True. Yeah, his invited to the manor for the weekend does not actually appear at the weekend. It's very interesting.
Yeah, there's no telling when that's from. It just means it's been left there.
Yeah. I do quite like that note as well, just in general, because like explicitly telling the player that they don't need to know the rules is what kept me from just like, well, I don't know how this thing works when I ran into it.
Yeah, and that you should not try to apply darts to it.
Yeah.
'Cause I did see a YouTuber try to apply darts knowledge.
This statue has always bothered me. From the first time I acquired a shovel, it felt like I should be able to just dig down here or something. I still do not know the... Oh, what is this? You're new versus the demo. Greetings from Reddington. Okay. I don't immediately...
Yep, time to invoke the screenshot everything method.
Fucking guess. Ah, no. Here we go. Yeah, I don't
And then
immediately
get a
see what's
magnifying
significant
glass
about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll start rebuilding my obsidian vault, I guess.
Yeah. Mine is less full than I would like it to be, but it's pretty packed, cracked, and stacked.
Bat. Tub. Well, okay, hang on. I'm not limited to 4 days in the demo anymore, so I can go ahead and take this thing.
Ah, yeah. Were you skipping it
Yes.
before? Yeah.
It's meaningless.
Probably a good idea.
It's meaningless without being able to continue forward in time.
Over an extended period, it's definitely more interesting.
This book contains a complete starbase, a list of collections, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible. Sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. I really appreciate that Clavis has a name. Like, it's not just the key, it's Clavis the key. I don't know. I just kind of like it. I wonder if this one makes a skull. Also, this is stupid and I appreciate it. Let's get a real good look at that wall. I can't recall, like, when... Oh, the UI is so much better. That is such a simple change, and it means so much to me. That's not gonna work. Well, actually, hold on. Quality of life? Nah, it's not gonna work.
Yeah. Were you was it just turning one way before?
Say again?
Was it just twisting in one direction previously?
No, it didn't have...
What's the change?
It didn't have mirrored directions or colors. It was simply, you'd click on the left-hand side of a wheel to go counterclockwise and the right-hand side to go clockwise. There was no indication of where that flip was.
Yeah, that is a nice little touch. And they didn't even need to color in, like one arrow is a different shade.
Yeah.
But they still did, and it's even more readable than if they hadn't.
They're also oriented. They're also oriented in the same fashion as like the halves of the wheel, sort of. What were you starting to say?
Yeah. I was gonna say I like how much this room specifically reminds me of Myst.
God damn it! You know, for someone who played the absolute fuck out of the game, I sure am cocking it up, aren't I?
Yeah, I don't know. This kind of mechanism where you twist the telescope manually and look through it, it's very misty to me.
Yeah.
It's a lot like the Starfisher telescope. It's
Hello,
one of the
heathen.
rooms that is
Thank
so
you
misty.
for the resub. 30 months. Good heavens.
We are so back.
We are so back.
And we have
Welcome
the
to the
planetarium.
planetarium. No, I don't want it in the... Why would I not want it? I mean, I appreciate that it's an option.
Yeah. Well, not picking it up is an option as well.
True.
There's, you know.
Wait, and you subscribe for 3 months in advance? No, hold on. I only just noticed that text. Thank you very much.
I don't even think it says that publicly.
It does in my notification.
Yes. We just have the streak
Oh,
in the chat.
yeah, true. That's interesting. It says it both inside the chatbot's logs and in the Twitch activity feed, but not out loud. Maybe I shouldn't have read that out. Well, still.
I doubt that it is particularly of concern to anyone. Really, like privacy related.
This is Sean. Sean is with me.
It's me. yeah.
God damn it. Go
I am
back,
not
go back.
Oz. I feel like Oz has a different like energy level to me a lot of the
All
time.
right, what do we got? Staring directly into the sun?
That would be the looker.
Oh, wait,
It's
hang
very
on.
Different.
What was that?
Should be 1 gold, according to the book.
Constellation effects only trigger when clicked on.
Yeah, did you click on it?
I did not. That's new.
Is it working?
I don't think so. I had 1 gold
maybe-
coming in here, didn't I?
I don't, yeah, because you picked it up in that room where you always get 1 gold.
Yeah, North Star, 1 gold.
I wonder if because there's only 1 star, that it's not a constellation. Something is whack. Are you just clicking anywhere?
I'm clicking all over the screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder if it's bugged.
Well, bully for me. I broke it already.
Yeah. So Heathen, it's a roguelite inside a mist-like kind of. Getting better at the roguelite and progressing further will help you crack more of the mist part of it.
Yeah, this game is stupefyingly difficult to classify accurately, and I love it.
Yeah, it's a puzzle wrapped in an enigma, etc., etc. That old meme.
Dear Herbert, oh, May the 2nd, actually. We have a date. No fucking year, of course, but here we are. Wait a minute. I can figure out the year, maybe. I can figure out a handful of years. we have the 2nd of May. No, it doesn't help me. Never mind. Ignore me.
No.
It doesn't. Look.
I was ready to be wowed.
It was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at the estate, or your estate, with the old hams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite some time since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests, should you be inclined to play this confounding game. M. Lowry. All right. There will always be one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within, the other two are always empty. I don't know why that last bit was a robot, but work with me.
It was all a robot.
Well, the last page.
Yeah. All the last page.
I love that it keeps spinning. I think that's changed. I truly love that it keeps going. That's just delightful.
Just keeps winding.
Yeah, it keeps winding and winding and winding and winding. Hey there, Herbert.
The old man himself.
So yes, the boxes. This box is the white box. I'm not that colorblind. This box is the black box, still not that colorblind. The blue box contains the gems. So those two are clearly false, which means this one has to be true. Therefore, it would have been so embarrassing if I fucked that up after making so, like, yes, as a matter of fact, the gems are here. Empty. Would be just be, I would end the stream.
I have definitely done that.
I would simply go away. Not liking the shape of this manor.
Yeah, one of the suboptimal things is you waste the room with multiple exits just to be able to get further.
Are those higher quality bricks than they used to be? God, that...
What does it all mean? There's message hidden in the pixels.
Everybody and their mother has been freaking out at the mere existence of this keyhole. I still don't know if it actually means anything, but it's definitely there. It's definitely there, and this thing is definitely recessed slightly and looks like a fucking button. I don't know if you mean anything, and I hate it. I love it.
Now we're Da Vinci coding this shit. 100%.
Sure. More than likely, the gem will pay for itself.
Yeah. This room seems always to have at least the gem.
I'm sure we'll see that today.
Yeah, it'd be nice if it had less situationally useful items, such as salt. Salt is a little bit more universal.
Gain an extra 1.
Yeah, that adds up.
Wait, was there even an icon for... Oh, there was. Okay.
That is redacted spoilers. Just pretty base level spoilers, but...
Okay, folks. It's break time.
Yay.
We'll see you in a bit. Welcome back. All right. We continue our extended day 1. Less and less poking around, well, less and less plodding around talking about things as the game continues. Yeah, no, it just does not want to give me that fucking coin. All right. Whoop-de-doo. Was this photo always here? It was not.
Nice. That's new to me, too.
I guess I should be taking a significantly closer look at... Hang on a second. That doesn't have a bottom face. This sculpture is... Okay, maybe I shouldn't be looking that closely at everything. This sculpture is impossible.
I mean, it's very possible.
You know what? You're right, actually. But it feels like it's not supposed to not have a bottom face.
Yeah.
Not important. Alright. Don't screw me. Spare room. We take those. There's nothing in here. There's never anything in here. That's a lie.
Very, very much a lie. We are in dire situations.
I mean... I don't know that information yet. Simon does not know that information yet.
Yeah.
And I have the salt, so presumably, if ever I were able to get any of these things... Oh, glazed salmon. We're not getting there, are we? There wasn't always a dog dish, was there? That's new from the demo as well. I think. Oh god, now I've done myself a disservice by playing it at all. Still no water pressure. And the gas pressure is irrelevant. Well, if we ever truly get hungry in this kitchen, we can at least refill our body's supply of radioactive potassium-40. It's in paper towels. And bananas. But, you know. Alright, well, goodbye that one coin I had. And hello, the chapel.
You gotta pay the troll toll.
The chapel.
If you want that, I don't know. This is important.
Oh yeah, everything with numbers. Literally everything is important.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do myself...
Are most obvious.
I'm just gonna do myself a favor and take their pictures in order this time. Because when I was taking notes for the demo, I just kind of went clockwise around the room and cursed myself every time I needed to reference them later.
But how many of them do you know the name? They all have names.
How many of them do I know the names, or how many of them should I know the names? These are two different questions.
No. Like, just how many do you know the names?
I know the names of all of them.
Wow, well done.
Well
done, that's more than me.
Sorry. I suppose I ought to have asked how many of them should I, the person who played the demo, normally know?
Yeah.
That's not just a does Simon know the answer at this moment question.
That's a data mining thing,
Simon
right?
knows nothing. The person who played the ever-loving piss out of the demo until I ruined everything for... Well, not ruined everything for myself. I ruined a lot for myself. But I'd like to think I have saved it somewhat.
I'm sorry. I wish you had mentioned sooner that you had cracked the save file. I could have told you not to.
Yeah. Yeah. It was so simple, though. Like...
it's a developer oversight, for
yeah.
sure. And it's regrettable. It was an early access thing, you know, or a demo thing. Like, at least new people are not going to have that problem.
True. I'm gonna save courtyard and keep it in the pool because it's more open later. This literally works, and I will just take it. And I'll salt this apple for reasons. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit Friday, before Friday. But we've just been informed we may be having an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Which presumably was those 4 coins that I simply picked up and put in my damn pockets. Allow me to set the egg timer. No. Alright. You know, I never took a particularly good look at all the stuff in the cabinets before. But now I am. Now the game's done.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best time
now I can
to do it.
Look at everything. Okay.
Ooh.
This is a great time.
Ah.
I love the drawing room. I love the drawing room and hate the drawing room at the same time.
I think it's great.
Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans, from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Hey, we've seen all of those. Didn't draft this one, but we've seen all of those rooms. I do so truly love this bit. This was one of the first things that caught me about the game. Like, Herbert is very clearly in the middle of being sketched, or what was being sketched in this very room, to the extent that the chair isn't even moved. Like, this is that view. Perfectly. They could have done this with it being in the same room, but it is exactly that view, except for that. And so the player learns that there's some bullshit in the walls.
You know, I never found this one. Can you believe that?
You never found this one? It's right. Really?
Like, I'm actually bad at the game.
Oh. God, why'd they get you to test things? Nah, I'm so...
Pure luck.
Pure luck, yeah.
Pure luck. I was playing Riven on stream when the developer reached out.
Yeah, I played Riven a lot later.
Yeah.
Could have been me. And they would have had that password solved long before the Red Prince Rogue Discord happened.
Yeah, that would have really helped. It's too bad they didn't get someone so minded as you are.
Now, I mean, I have the opportunity to redraw the floor plans.
Doesn't it almost feel like you're getting robbed when you are in the drawing room and you get what you want the first time?
A little bit. Like, West Wing's not bad.
No, I love it. That's like an always pick for me, just because it's conditional.
Or do I use my opportunity to redraw to see what else I get? Can I get 3 dead ends? Fuck me up. It didn't fuck me up. In fact,
definitely did not.
Okay. We're taking the courtyard at this location. By the way, I love that when the pencil leaves, it draws on itself. Just
I never noticed
the details in this fucking game. Oh, a metal detector.
Oh, best item in the game. In my opinion. Well, second best.
Greater chance of finding keys and coins. Like when you... Oh, right. It's not a shovel. Look, anything anything is a shovel if you try hard enough, and this very clearly has a shaft and like this big flat bit. I could absolutely break a metal detector using it as a shovel. Don't tell me I can't.
My stubby fingers are a shovel.
Yeah, right. Simon's a child. Why doesn't he just, like, hang at the ground?
He's not that young. He's a teenager.
My favorite. Well, for anyone who got here via the stream announcement, you're about to learn why the stream announcement was the stream announcement.
Yeah, also they include money in the room because they really want you to have money in this room.
Why am I still pinging?
I mean, look around. Follow the ping.
Ah. 2 more coins next to the jukebox.
I think it's a jukebox or a radio. Probably a jukebox.
No, radio. You're right. This is a radio. Yep.
The little window looks like we would use it for a picker, but it also could just be the thing where you move the dial up and down.
Yeah. Definitely a radio. There was no other object ever here. Mm-hmm.
Ripperoonie.
Wait, what do you mean Ripperoonie? Is that not actually being added?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I have no idea. They don't tell me anything.
You know, that's fair.
I don't ask to.
Can I just say, thank goodness we don't get our future predictions from this. Though that would be very funny if this were the Great Alzara. Be very funny if that were the Great Alzara.
Start singing. Let me tell you a little song about your future.
Sorry, Alzara. Behold.
Yeah,
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
I love that sequence. Absolutely love Alzara. Cannot wait to find out what else Alzara has to say throughout the game experience. Because good heavens, did he not have a lot to say in the 2 days you were allowed to talk to him before. I love Alzara. It's so good.
I like money.
Thanks. I also like money. Patreon.com.
Speaking of segues, help me buy one.
I'm not buying a goddamn Segway. That's such a stupid joke, thank you. Patreon.com. I like money. Anyway. Ooh, alright. Locked door into rank 7. Yeah, locked door into rank 7. Fuck! Fuck! Oh no! I'm out of gems!
Ooh.
Bedrooms.
Yeah, I like having gems too.
Welcome to the best part of Blueprints. Hampshire. Hello, little friend. The next several hours of stream will be spent looking into this cage. Thank you for coming. It's an extremely well animated little floof. What a complete dingus. Yes. Oh no. Techno? That... It's as if it is running from the duck? Perfect. Welcome, Techno. Thank you for being here. Glad to have you back. Also, hello, Atsumai. Twitch says this is your first time here, but for some reason that name sounds familiar. So, forgive me if I'm wrong. Techno, I haven't been on in a long time. Pair of gems. Well, that would have been useful to get in the fucking ballroom a moment ago, wouldn't it? Oh well. The Turtles of Vera? The Trinsdale Mystery? The texture I can't read. The other texture I can't read.
Show you a hard to read texture.
My kingdom for a crouch button.
What was the neighbor named Dinsdale? Like for the Fairly Odd Parents, the guy that the dad is jealous of or whatever.
Dinkelberg. They live in Dimsdale.
Completely different. Okay. Okay.
Today is I'm not doing that to you.
Young Dimmadome over the Dimsdale.
The way this child's book starts just makes me think that the game is about to Wonderwall me, and I hate it. Like, it's not even that much of a setup. It's just how my cursed brain is. But, alright.
No.
Today is a good day because Simon is at camp. He is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys, and I will not have to share my room, and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. Okay. I also had more fun at camp than he had in his entire life. Today is a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it too. He also threw my model airplane in the bushes outside, but I got it back, and if he does it again, he will not be able to go to the park on Friday, and I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book because he won't stop writing about me, and today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book. Even though he is older, he is a crybaby. Today is a good day because today my brother returns from college and I finally get to return to him the book I took from him a long, long time ago. Hopefully you find it as hilarious as I do. I honestly have no idea we survived sharing a room. All things being said, I still would rather have had a sister. Congrats on the diploma and welcome home. Oof. Ouch. Simon and Herb.
What a dick!
Presumably not this Simon, as we are still a child. But,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, we're named after him.
Yeah. Let me climb this ladder, you coward.
I mean, unless we're not, but like.
Yeah, unless we're
not a
not.
huge stretch.
Such a good hamster.
Definitely should be.
Okay.
Yeah, I do like the hamster. It's good.
Yeah. I'm taking that. For reasons that are difficult to get into, the pointing statues are the scariest statue in this game. I'll try to find a visual explanation for why I say that.
Because you've been traumatized by Smash Brothers?
No. It reminds me of a very specific creepy reference, or creepy thing in Revolutionary Girl Utena.
Anime.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely anime. How could you tell from the name? I don't know what the paper cranes are about. Perhaps they're nothing. Perhaps they're everything. I have no clue. I love this game. What a small, angry man. Bridget, please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herrings of the Major. Had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I'm not sure if that last title is intended to be hearings or herrings, but knowing Herbert, I suspect either would be suitable. Herbert's a weird guy.
He just likes his puzzles.
That
Puzzle build.
That he does. He truly does love his puzzles.
Obviously, it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. There's an antechamber lever in the greenhouse? I don't think there's enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives, so just make sure the west and east levers are operational. Now, considering considering there is an older Simon that we are presumably named after, and the nature of these notes being like unknown in timing, it's not totally clear whether this is about me getting here or somebody else. I assume
That's
me.
fair.
You can indeed put this in the computer. I was getting there. Floor plan upgrade disk. I wonder if it's actually random this time. Spare room first? Okay. So the spare room is an interesting one. None of these explicitly do anything. They just are that room type now, which synergizes with other stuff. I know.
Man, imagine a red room.
I know from my deep dive into the game before that I know some things from my far too deep dive into the game before. So like, I think I know what is the best choice here. I don't know, Sean, if you necessarily know if there is a best choice here.
I am of the opinion that there is no best choice and that they all lend themselves to different play styles.
Okay. I know from doing the... I'm going to talk a little bit about the knowledge I have from outside the game in order to explain why I'm stymied by this seemingly equal choice. Bedrooms are closely associated with items. Green rooms are so closely associated with gems, and halls are closely associated with keys. If one is attempting to get such resources, like those specific synergies are interesting. I find that the usable items have the greatest overall effect on gameplay, so I would go for the bedroom. I would also see the reason in like going for gems, because they are far and away the most irritating resource. Keys arguably even more essential than that, but yeah, I'm tempted to go bedroom. But I suppose it would behoove me to check out some things that I didn't check out before. This is not a difficult... Well, this is only a difficult choice if you know things like I know things, and I should not know those things. I don't know. Yeah, it's a roguelite. You can make permanent alterations to your runs. It is
Such as this.
It is a point-and-click puzzle game. It is 7 puzzle games stacked on top of each other. It is a riddle in every room. Every prop is chosen consciously. There's... Okay. Roll a d6. Wait, sorry, wrong d6. Roll a d6.
That is one way to do it. I would amend what you said earlier about bedrooms being associated with items.
Heathen, I rolled
2.0.
toes? What do I do for toes?
Oh.
I don't have a d6 on my desk, but I do have these sex dice. What do you expect?
I want to know what happens if you roll head, shoulders, or knees.
Roll a d6 with numbers on it. Who has a d6 with numbers on it?
I can help with this.
I don't have a d6 with numbers on it on this side of the room.
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, yeah? Hello, Clancy. Is it time for a dog break? Might be time for a dog break. It's time for a dog break. Look at this baby. Look at this baby.
Oh, Mr. Clancy.
He's such a sweetie.
Pick one.
He's so nice.
That doesn't help me at all. Oh, pick a die, probably. Okay, I'll take the one that's closest to being pan.
Sunset cocktail.
Wristwatch. Crisco.
Just roll the die.
No. I'm being an asshole. All right.
What else is new?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, left to right in that order, looping around at the 4. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool.
All right, now give me my 5d6 back.
Yeah, thank you for the D6.
You're welcome. I was tempted to just dump my whole dice bag onto your desk, but I felt like that would
Thank
be
you for
overkill.
not doing that.
There's also change in here.
Oh, would have been a bit for sure.
Camera's on.
I was gonna help with
Those are all D6.
jars of d6s.
Yeah, that, you sure could have chosen to do that all over my shit.
I'm pretty sure this is 36 d6s. It's supposed to be. Maybe 20? I don't know.
Perfect.
I'm an asshole.
I love you.
Great shirt.
Sydney has lots of great shirts.
Yeah, some people are like that.
All right, spare green room.
Great.
Cool. Now that's just true forever.
Yep.
You're new.
We've slightly improved our green room synergy.
Yeah. I'll be able to get more gems that way later.
Yes.
Maybe.
As well as other green related synergies, since it's a good game and there are multiple ways that it matters. Let's see.
Yep, we're still on face cam. I know. I was making a note in my notebook. Okay, I only have one key. So I'm gonna expend a couple steps to try and... Hey, thank you for the follow, Kembrat. I didn't realize you were on Twitch. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see you.
Kimbra is a good name.
Kembrat is an excellent name. And an excellent person. You're a friend of mine.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, both of these are locked. Both of these are locked. Do I advance or do I go into, like, the corridor? The one going out of office, I've spent, like, 4 extra steps on this decision. I should have done this from the map. This one has the most openness, so we'll go here with my final key.
Yeah. There's a reason that the game itself recommends you to build from the front towards the back.
Pass.
Oh,
We
actually,
might.
that's not bad.
We might get there.
Yeah, you might get screwed out by gems. That's just like
Yeah.
normally what happens at this point.
By the
in
way,
game.
I suggested this in the Discord during the beta phase, but if there is not a possibility for one of these napkins to be a treasure map sometime, you've missed a huge trick that would be hilarious.
There are lots of tiny little things, like I would consider polish or just like neat to have, that may get implemented now, like now that they've actually pushed through the finish line. But at the time, it's
dear.
just like, they don't want to think about that stuff. It is. It's dear.
Yeah, oh dear. The obligatory oh dear joke. Don't be locked. Piss. I'm boned.
Hey, man.
There is no longer anything I can achieve. There are no keys that I missed. Wait, no, that's not true. There is something I can achieve. I didn't log into you. I mean, that'll just get me gold, which I can buy out the kitchen and get myself a preposterous number of steps, but that doesn't really help me. Sure, why not? Let's do it.
You've done that thing that happens every single day, which is you've built yourself into the end of the run.
I do love the way that the coins just are there now. In places. Maybe. Maybe they're here now, in places, somewhere? Possibly? Oh, where are you going?
To go out and also grab food.
Okay.
I need to do something.
Okay, enjoy out. Congrats on the sex or something, I don't know. Bye.
Oh, really?
No.
I believe it was a guy who said, "Oh my."
Here, can I give you
But
more
in
money?
this-
No. Okay. Coins? Oh, right, that was locked. Okay, okay. Freaking out for nothing. That is the same door that it was. Still locked. Where? Hello? There. Okay. Don't mind me stealing from a church.
I mean, to be fair, church stole first.
True. Salted sandwich, salted salad, and my favorite, salted bananas. I have nothing else.
Banana does sound good.
I have nothing else to do with my money today, so I might as well get a preposterous number of steps, which I also have nothing to do with today. There's less food in that dog bowl than there was the last time I was through here. Is there a physical dog?
Woof.
Or is that just a sign of time passing? That's remarkable. I'm a little sad that this has not retroactively become a green room.
The kitchen? Oh, I'm
The spare room.
behind. I'm watching the stream. Holy shit.
Why are you watching this stream? I'm putting it on Discord.
Yeah, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
This is not new for me. you someone DMs you on Discord, your stream gets minimized,
True.
and you never fully recover. In regards to your dog bowl question, apparently the developer says, I can tell you anything I know about what is currently in the game and cannot talk about what was in the game. But dog bowl specifically, I have no idea.
You can't talk about things that were in the game and aren't.
Yeah, like past state of the game.
Oh, okay.
The development stories and state of the game. Like, I can't talk about the really good music I liked that was apparently placeholder.
Oh. Huh. Well, I really hope the really good music that you like that was apparently placeholder is not now part of my stream playlist.
It's good music now anyway. It's not like they replaced it with garbage.
Well,
it's definitely later out. There's an evening mood.
Don't dick me tomorrow. That's my wish. Let me get further. You've already cost me an achievement. Also, Simon, why don't you just bloody reach through this?
An achievement for beating it on day 1?
Yeah.
God damn, dude.
There's a Steam achievement for it.
I could never. See, I'm a casual. See, that's my problem.
Well, at least let's have a mosey around here and look at the ominously boarded up whatever the hell this is. And get dangerously close to the bit where I figured out you can clip out of the map in the demo, which is now, I'm sure the wall is like 3 times thicker. To make sure you don't do that.
I'm sure there will always be new out of bounds discovered.
The extremely suspicious bird baths that are suspicious to no one except me.
That's very they have a mist feeling. Like I think there was a bird bath or Dias related puzzle. Like the marker switches or some shit.
Yeah.
Admit. But like with bird baths.
Oh, this is just black for the Twitch stream, isn't it? Awesome. Well, there's a tunnel here.
It's coming through fairly okay.
Okay.
You can see that there's more past the boxes that you can't get to.
Yeah. The extremely conspicuous bird baths thing, by the way, during some of my going entirely too far demo fuckery, when I had begun clipping out of the map on the regular to unload walls, I discovered that the bird baths are always loaded. You can unload the outside of the manor, you can unload the very ground, but the bird baths, specifically the bird baths, are always there. And I never figured out if there was anything special about them. But that detail bothers me.
That may be something I can't talk about.
Oh. Yeah, birds aren't real, so what are the bird baths? Clearly they're control dishes. Or something. This is Simon's little camp, by the way.
Yeah, because you're not allowed to stay in the house overnight.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes
Also,
you wonder what happens if you pass out in there.
We can see it a lot better than we could in the demo. Including that little bird doll thing.
Oh yeah. Damn, I didn't know he had one of those.
Well, time to sit here for 10,000 possibilities. I don't know what to do. Well, Simon doesn't know what to do with that. He's stumped.
Yes, very good like Metroid Brainia if you know you can do it scenario, which is great.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's everything I can achieve today. Damn you, Vault Key. You could have been a normal-ass key.
Yeah. I mean, I personally disagree with some of your drafting choices. Maybe could have gotten you further.
Probably.
But
this makes sense.
Getting even this far on day one is like already pretty good.
Rustic Wheeler.
Yeah, I like that if you like abandon it early, it's just like, oh, some dirty shack.
It's just a shack.
Yeah.
I bequeath unto you this fucking shed. Goodbye.
It's only a shed for a day at least.
Yeah. Okay. On to day 2, where I explain less. Well, I still explain... whatever. I explain new things, but things that we have seen already. Oh yeah, in the intro sequence, I told you to remember the phrase, in a timely manner. I'm breaking out the crackpot theories, like, immediately. well, some of my crackpot theories from demo times. Given this game's intensity with which it does puns and wordplay, I really want within a timely manner to be within a timely manner. The building.
A manor.
Yes, within a timely manor. Calling it now, the manor travels in time.
Well,
Sinclair,
I mean,
the Sinclair family are Time Lords.
spoilers that aren't really spoilers for you and me. There are tomorrow rooms, which are symbolized by clocks.
Yeah. Some folks in the Red Prince Rogue Discord determined that there may have been, and you can't confirm this, of course, there may have been game mechanics relating to going backward in time at one point.
I cannot confirm.
And again, it's like, I am no longer interested in plumbing the depths of what's in the code or how the game was made, because, like, that sounds ridiculous, and I would love it if it's true, but I can't put that in my brain space.
I actually know exactly what that means and cannot talk about it.
Oh, good. That's
but I want you
worse.
to know that I know and can't tell you.
Good. This is the blue box.
That is a redeem. That's worse.
Okay, hold on. This is the blue box. It is the blue box. The blue box is true. The blue box is true. Therefore, this is true. Therefore, this is false. The blue box is empty. This is false. Blue box has the gems again. I don't have the key. Oh, you can cancel out of those animations a lot faster now. Gems. Gems, bedroom. Same components we had. A key. Well, I don't have any coins at the moment, so this is free, kind of.
Oh, I'm back, in case you noticed I was gone.
I didn't.
Just a moment.
You know what? Let's just take the lavatory here, so it doesn't fucking bother me elsewhere.
Very true.
The bathroom. There's nothing in it. Asterisk. I'm sure these extremely thick walls on it aren't hiding anything. The bathroom
I have
irritates
wrapped my knuckles on those walls.
The bathroom irritates me so much. It feels like there's something here. It's a red room that doesn't do anything. It's just here.
Well, so it's like every red room is like a quote negative effect, right? This one's effect is that it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, this one's effect is that it is
right.
Common and annoying. Yeah, I just made a pay shitter by putting it behind the church, just like the church did. I might as well.
We're pooping for popes. I don't think there's any good alliteration.
P Mountain.
I bet I know.
And I also know.
Oh.
Oh, good.
Some
Cabinet
of these
still
I
isn't
don't.
here.
I don't actually know all of them because they're different than they used to be.
Did you change the texture on these? You did! The colors are dimmer. Sick.
Are you able to tell them apart?
I am. I very much appreciate the change.
That's wild, because they look the same to me.
The colors are more subdued, and it makes a world of difference.
Crazy how that works. Man, you know what's great? Accessibility.
God damn it.
Well, no one's making you pick that. It is possibly a good idea to like give yourself an out since you're kind of compacted right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, that is why I chose to have the thing ahead. I always try to maintain at least 2 doors that go somewhere.
Yeah, that's a good strat.
Which, I mean, this will now give me 2 at once? No. Plus, wait.
But no, it's -1 door and +1 door. It's net 0. You don't gain except with 3 plus.
2 stars.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah.
Plus 1 star for each time you have drafted Observatory. This is my second time I've drafted Observatory, so it should give me 2 of them.
Not for the number of days you've played, not for the number of times you've entered Observatory, not for the number of times you've looked at the stars, purely just drafting it.
Yes.
So that's, like, important, I guess, like, in some kind of way.
Ah, yes. This would be a great value right now. No.
You need more gems. You're thirsty for gems.
I need more gems. I always need more gems. What do we have on? Tomato soup. Great.
Oh.
I've already got effing 2 of those.
Yeah, it's 10 steps. That's why they say in the drafting manual that we haven't seen yet, in quotes, that red rooms synergize with skilled players. Oh, this sucks.
This sucks so much. I'll go up to 3 available doors, but I'll go down to no available gems.
You start with
I
no
will take
gems,
security.
So. Also, security might be able to point you at some
and
gems.
And watch this lovely cutscene.
Yeah, this is a crazy cutscene. This like jump scared me when I played.
I used a still from this cutscene to make my Blueprints magic cards.
Oh, let's get the Simon's profile picture.
Yeah, that exact angle.
It's almost like the people doing this have some understanding of like cinematography. And
well, they certainly don't have any understanding of tape drives. Those reels are rotating opposite directions of each other.
Yeah, they're not connected either, though. So it's totally plausible.
True, I suppose. Look at Simon, dapper young lad.
Sweater vest. Definitely a rich kid.
Oh, they did change some of the rooms, didn't they? They did change some of the rooms.
Well.
That's me. That's me. Me.
Would absolutely do that in real life. Oh yeah.
Blue memos are true. Red memos are lies.
Filthy lies.
Something.
Yep.
Something. It's inside the line.
Magnifying glass locked.
Yeah, I need that fucking magnifying glass yesterday. Literally. Oh. The ads are upon us once again. Fuck off, capitalism. I'm solving puzzles.
Greatest puzzle of all: how to afford healthcare as an American.
Yeah, really. Patreon.com. Did I mention I had cancer?
Jesus.
We'll see in a bit. Welcome back. We're still on day 2. Okay. Let's check the computer. Mount Holly security. Also love that all of the all of the computers have been made faster to respond. Like, I appreciate the retro aesthetic, but having them be actually slow was infuriating. 2 trunks. Having sex. Thanks, brain. Thanks. I didn't need that. Alright, keycard system. System is currently offline. Security level. High. Offline mode. Don't.
Ah.
Get out of here.
You did flip the lever earlier.
I did flip the lever earlier.
Which is always great, as long as you've actually gotten the security thing by the time you find a security door.
Nope. Alright, well, I'm all out of ideas.
That's especially funny, knowing the backstory. The deep lore.
Damn it. Wait, it can be longer than 8 characters? Hold on a second.
Uh-oh. We're gonna buffer overflow the password.
What in the hell? It can be 10 characters? No. Hang on.
0 through
It can
1 is
go 12 characters now? That's very odd. That's very odd, especially considering the position of the field in the screen.
Yeah.
That's very weird.
Personally, I feel like 12 characters is more like very even than it is very odd, but it's just my take.
Also, the keyboards still don't have the letter I.
Is the enter key upside down?
It's not the most out of the question. There's also only 6 numerals. I don't know, man. 1993 was a weird time.
Put a laptop keyboard on a desktop computer. Fucking heathens. Well.
Well, I might as well get the gem.
I mean, yeah, you pick the dead end.
Or not.
That is a pretty good item.
That's a pretty good time, yeah. All right.
Yeah, I think that will tip the odds, like in cases like where there's an elbow bend, things like that. They're more likely to be elbow bended the right way.
Do I try
Not
this door,
helpful
or
if you're
do I
trying to
go
backfill.
back?
So there is that.
Well, it's always left unlocked, so that's not nothing.
Yeah.
We will have a choice here. I'm fine with this arrangement.
I think the compass is already doing its job. Oh man. Oh, you have to do it this time.
Yeah.
you can't afford your favorite.
Oh, what's this?
Hey, 1983.
Okay.
10 years ago, I think.
Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that the staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any staff member may draft south something or other? I don't know. Partial text. Love partial text. I cannot currently rotate the rooms.
Yeah, Techno, it's that's what the compass is like trying to help with. Basically with the orientation is part of the RNG, which you can kind of influence the RNG in different ways in this game.
You know, that's fine.
See, this is the thing where the compass is kind of hurting you if you're going.
Yeah, it's very difficult
like
to go backward.
Yeah, and it wastes. You might end up wasting forward-pointing rooms.
True. Kind of want to go back to the entrance hall and fill in those rooms before I press on to rooms that might take more resources. I acknowledge that I will expend steps in doing so, but those 4 rooms may have... I didn't even read these.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Keycard access doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal rooms in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. Now, given what we read just over here, yeah, red memos are lies, blue memos are true. So indeed, antechamber levers are required to get in there.
Yeah, which of course you would expect.
Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Terminal password. Now, I took this sans Jesus Christ, magnifying glass. I can just kind of see it, most of it. It wasn't until I encountered the garage that I confirmed my suspicions. But it is, as it stands, pretty readable. So I'm going to consider Simon having seen the thing. Terminal password. Swan song.
It's pretty funny that they put their plain text, all lower caps password in a printed bulletin on the wall in security.
It's the one place you're allowed. This wasn't in the demo. Oh, and it's not in this room. Oh. So for some reason, this wasn't in the demo, and I cannot fathom why. I cannot fathom why being able to look up words would not be in the demo. Maybe the definitions weren't
even work here.
Maybe the definitions weren't finished. I'm not asking you. I'm just saying that part.
Yeah, I'm just joking around. I just want to say,
like,
don't work here.
Yeah, this now is the rules, the comprehensive rules of blueprints. No, it's not. It is, as it says, a glossary of terms. But like, yeah. Bedrooms are typically used for resting and regaining steps and are identifiable by the violet borders of their floor plans. A dead end is any room lacking a second doorway. If a room ever has additional doorways, it is not considered a dead end, even if those doorways are blocked. Directory contains detailed information on all the rooms on the estate that you've drafted. I love the depths of wordplay in this game. Drafting them as if, picking a card from a set, but also drafting as in architectural drafting. It's
Yeah, I'm
It's
confident
so
that is the basis
fucking
of the whole
good.
game. Like, the idea for the game itself came from that wordplay, probably. Because it's just so core to it.
Well, presumably it also came from the existence of Maze.
That, like, board game stuff, House on Haunted Hill.
No, Maze the book. Maze, solve the world's most challenging riddle.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Tonda has been working for a very, very, very long time to adapt Maze into a video game. What I said earlier during the intro sequence, or when I was reading the initial letter, and I said .exe following the word bequest, the earliest versions of what would become blueprints are out there on the internet as bequest.exe, and they are posted about on a Maze, solve the world's most challenging riddle, fan site. And indeed, that dream continued to roll until it became this glorious thing that I am now playing. Did you know that? Did you know about bequest?
Never heard of it.
Oh, I guess in a fashion...
Wait, bequest.
I guess in a fashion that is a previous state of the game, so you may not be able to confirm that you knew about it or not. But...
Oh, you're talking about the... Oh, yeah. You're talking about stuff in the game. I thought you were still talking about the Maze book.
No, I'm talking
You said
about...
bequest.
Yes.
Yeah, like bequest mode in the game.
Well, not even bequest mode. That, like, bequest.exe was the first, like, attempt to make this game many years ago.
Never knew that.
Yeah.
I never heard of any game called bequest.
Yeah, if you go and look up... That's probably going to be impossible now that this game is out, but if you try and look up Maze, solve the world's most challenging riddle...
Yes, I have that open in Wikipedia.
And then if you find its little fan site... I don't remember the name of the website off the top of my head, but you can still find some pages about Bequest, which of course is no longer available online, but it is very clearly this game in a much, much, much earlier form, and I think that's very cool.
12 entrants were equally close, but did not guess the solution, but did get the path.
Yeah.
Neat. Yeah, it feels like all those, like, the weird, like, riddle puzzle stuff from the 80s with, like, actual real cash prizes just feels like kind of like just an idea that's before its time, because we really need stuff that's more like blueprints.
Yeah.
We need modern technology, more interactive.
Yeah. Most of this doesn't work. If you'd like to get a specific brand of gum or your favorite fruit, the commissary is now taking special orders for all members of staff. What do I want in 1 to 3 days from now? I don't know.
They're all good.
They are all good.
But I don't see a dud on here, really. Meaningful choices in games. Can you believe it?
Make sure I have a hammer in 2 days.
Ah, channeling your Phil Collins.
Awful, thank you. Okay. I'm still on my way back to... Where's the kitchen? There's the kitchen. So, thinking about it, this is already 10? Yeah, that's already 10. I can afford that.
And you might be able to,
I might be able to get it to be more valuable.
yeah, I might draft a red room back here.
Yeah. Let's find out.
well. That's actually a really great spot for
Yeah,
that.
because it doesn't supremely matter.
No, it's not gonna cock block you.
Now, theoretically, I could run back to the utility closet and turn these lights the hell back on.
Yeah, for the low price of 10 extra steps.
10 extra steps and 1 coin. No, two coins, because I'd go back in the chapel. Yeah, I don't think that's worth it this time, especially considering that this
No.
zone doesn't super matter. I'm not taking you. Not taking that blind.
Good idea.
Middle pick?
Whoa.
Okay.
Neat. And this is helpful.
Yes.
Yeah, 50. Can you believe, like, it just keeps going too. I think I'm convinced it goes forever. I did like getting, I think if 50 is the one that I am thinking of, I liked it. I enjoyed getting that and seeing what it was. Because by that point you already know that it's coming up thanks to this room. It's really cool in here though.
Also, what is this solar system? Hold on a minute.
Well, we know we're not on Earth, right?
It looks a little earthy. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I wonder actually if that little planetoid matches the map in the schoolroom.
I'll take the left one this time. Okay,
Oh,
so that's a
So
dead
we
space.
missed a
but-
room. Yeah.
Oh well. Hampter.
Oh, he
Fucking love the Hampter. I love this little guy.
Hamping out over here.
Gems!
Ah,
I was rewarded.
That is good to have.
Like, I get the aesthetic of the room, but the partially built fire in a wooden room just... make me nervous, kids.
Yeah, I mean, in a wooden house, like, houses are just a bit of wood. Yeah, they're old
Oh, right,
school.
these.
Oh, you did hammer it, but not today.
Yeah, not today. I don't want to wait. I don't want to spend my keys on those.
No, we want hammer. I
And
forgot that keys
now
even work on chests.
Now the tomato soup. Now the tomato soup is 15,
Yeah, I
which
mean,
is fine by me.
There's no better time. Like to come back here later would be wasteful.
All right. Well, as long as I'm in security, did I miss anything while I was down here? Should still be 2 trunks having
Wow.
sex. Why do I speak?
You know that meme image of the woman like grinning but staring like really concerned and angry and saying the what?
Yeah.
You know that one?
Is that what you're doing right now? Is this what you're doing right now?
It's a feeling I have.
There is a Chivo for filling in the manner. I'm referencing 2 trucks having sex. You can look that up on your own time.
Dude, fucking 18-wheelers. Imagine the docking.
Ugh. They don't call them a dock truck for nothing. Some special rooms allow you to
Spread.
that was the wrong filter throughout the house.
It works.
When items are spread, they are immediately placed on several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items gathered in that room instead. So
And
safe code 9083. Except that's a lie, so it's any number except for that one. Very helpful. Now, when it was demo time, the way I chose to interpret this was that the lie here was that it was for the safe, and like I had internalized that this was a real code for something, but not a safe.
I mean, that's possible.
Take all conference
Oh, the
notes and
office.
place them in the office safe. Which,
Yeah.
in the demo, had no fucking notes in it, but whatever. Here we
I don't
are.
even know how to get into the office safe.
Oh, the
It's
office safe
too
is
smart for me.
the office safe is the funniest one.
I feel like it has something to do with the foyer, but not gonna. I'll just wait for you to figure it out, and then I can see.
Oh, spare green room. Why not?
Yeah, our spare green room.
And my disabling the thing is already paying off. Now I don't need keys. Is that a real watering can? Sick.
That's the green room play is
Okay.
it's working. I mean,
didn't know there was an item table in the green room. That's a lot better.
it makes sense. I'm glad that you still have the capacity to be surprised by the game.
Yeah, I
So-
think I chose to check out of mining at exactly the correct time.
That's good.
I wish I hadn't gotten as deep into it as I had, but I maintained the presence of mind to like, nope, if I go any further, I will not be able to stream this game and share my experience with people. So I'm going to stop looking at it. And indeed, I have not played or talked about this game for months, so there are already some things that I'm a little bit foggier on than I used to be. Sure, we'll just take all of the
Ooh-wee.
possibilities. Alright, now, am I still locked into this fucking... I am. I'm still locked into the camera rotation. I wish you didn't have to do that after you've seen it once.
Was there a clue for that candle thing?
Yes, yes. The clue is that
Oh.
like, that's why I was talking so much about this being that scene.
I'm blind. Bro.
Everything in this scene is identical except for that part of the candle.
That's so good.
It's
Yeah,
very
that's-
good.
So I talk about never finding that safe. That's why, because I'm blind as Mr. Magoo.
So I have 2 green rooms, and that will collect 2 gems in the conference room, which I need to return to. Or...
Yeah.
No, it'll get 3, because this is itself a green room.
Yeah, it's the second of your 2, is it not?
Oh, no, yes, this is the... Ignore me. Or do I draw again? I have 3 northward-facing doors. Let's draw again. I have 3 northward-facing doors. Let's see what I get. Commissary. Good. Green
Wow.
rooms don't cost gems.
I love Terrace.
I'm taking terrace. I have 3
All
northward.
my homies love Terrace.
I'm taking... I have 3 northward doors. I will get a gem for free with that. Orange.
Ooh, yum. The best fruit.
Hey there, Lexi. Welcome, welcome. Oh, Twitch tells me this is your first time here. That might be a lie, so welcome indeed.
Red memo.
I mean, the notification is a red numeral 1, so it could indeed be a lie, consistent with the logic of the game. Boat.
Yeah, the art.
How did that
The
boat
art
get
style
here?
is nice.
Why would you keep this boat on this side? The river's on the other side. Whatever.
I mean,
I mean,
It's
the
a
river's
little-
also not large enough for this boat, but
Yeah.
presumably it leads to a body of water that would be appropriate for the boat. This side does not.
like, having junk in like your backyard is kind of like a relatable thing that is making me identify with these rich people a little bit
This
more.
is the east yard. And besides, junk in your backyard is like 7 pickup trucks.
I mean, in Missouri, I guess.
Anyway, yeah, welcome, Lexi. Blueprints released literally today, earlier.
Today.
I am several hours late to the, streamer plays new game. And it's like, whatever. I haven't streamed in months. Also, I'm not doing this as... How do I even talk about this anymore? I don't know. I just want to share gameplay experiences with folks and be entertaining.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this to be the big streamer or what have you. It's just, I don't know. I do what I want.
I think
I made all my stuff. Glad you're here. Consider following. I do a bunch of things. Well, I used to do a bunch of things. I'm intending to slowly get back into the swing of doing a bunch of things. Tomorrow, probably Noita. Or maybe more of this. Depends where my brain is.
2 days in a row, ambitious.
Crap. Well, sure. Let's use one of my keys on you. Now, getting a room that is a dead end out of my way when I still have 2 northward doors. Not a bad plan. There can also be an item in the wine cellar. There can also be an item in the nursery. Buffing all bedrooms for the future, also not terrible.
There's lots of strategies.
Do I take wine cellar? I think I might take wine cellar.
Yeah, you also have redraw. Don't forget.
I do have
Best
redraw.
feat. Yeah, so there's like the only one you really don't care about is billiard room, right? Because it points somewhere.
In this
you're already
case,
going.
it would take me somewhere I can already go. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, there's lots of options with their different pros and cons.
I think, given everything, I'm taking nursery.
Nice.
I still haven't unlocked any of the things that permanently buff steps, so I'm at the mercy of the game in that regard. So we'll take the steps where we can get them, gain a gem.
The very common reimbursement for this room.
Yep. The Red Prince. We're just foreshadowing the sequel already. By Marion Marigold. That exited the book. I wanted to turn the page. There we go. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The red prince had a love. The prince had a love for all things red. It is the only true color, the prince often said. Absolutely not worryingly. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand in the white. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the sky. He had heard that the sky was... Why am I... God, I can't read! It's a children's book, Jules!
You're reading ahead because your brain is too quick.
And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down, if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read. In the bath and the bed. And maybe you can guess with the clues we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. Weird fucking book. I don't know if there are any, like, clues in this book.
Clues? Questioning whether you should screenshot everything.
I already did. I already did. I mean, what is a offline recording if not literally frame by frame screenshotting everything?
In this game, yeah.
Dargon.
Yeah,
Dagron.
that's Trogdor. That's fucking
Fucking
Trogdor.
love Trogdor ass dragon.
It's just the cool room.
This thing would creep me out if I were a child in this room. The giant fucking... It's like, hello, I am watching you sleep.
It's a giga honker.
Also, I don't recall looking this closely at the mobiles before, but seahorses? Why seahorses? Well,
I don't
whatever.
know. They have a maternity theme.
This family's weird.
They're rich. They're not weird. They're eccentric.
Use my final key!
The other door going north was a powered door. Ooh. I kind of like it. I kind of like it.
Everything.
I don't like. It sucks, but it's also fine.
It's also fine. You're right. Wait, this is the room I
actually.
This is the room I
you
got
never
this
did it.
in.
You never
The
used it.
first time you enter, but I was already here.
Yep.
And it has disappeared.
Oh well.
Well, I'll get it on my way back through, I guess. All right, don't dick me.
Might not dick you.
So it'll collect gems in the conference room. Boudoir might have an item.
I mean, a closet does have items.
Closet has 2 items. What are the likelihood that
But-
they're both keys?
Yeah,
Low.
well, I mean, you only need 1 key, but yeah. There's still not a guaranteed even that you'll have 1 key, which is troubling.
I'm going boudoir. Key me.
Boudoir, I think, generally doesn't have really items.
Oh, hell. Really? I could have sworn there was like a thing here, usually.
Sometimes.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to talk about this safe. I need to talk about this picture. This took me an embarrassingly long time to realize. I was in here combing over this picture with a magnifying glass, counting the lights and trying to figure out what sequence they were in. Like, talk about overthinking it.
Yeah.
This
is
safe,
Overthinker Bait, the game.
I hate this safe.
That's the first one I got, and probably the first one that like everyone got.
All right, well, it's all fucking locked.
We're dead.
We're dead. Crap. Well, there were those 2 trunks, but I don't have any keys for them. And I don't have a hammer today.
I feel like the EV for keys from Chet is like negative. It's gotta be. Because there's just other things that can be in them.
Poop. It was going so well until it wasn't.
This is the Blueprints experience.
It's true. And I'm no longer confined to 4 days, so the experience isn't half over anymore. Hang on a second. There could be a key in the dark room.
There could be lots of things in the dark room, actually. Often there's a magnifying glass in there.
Yeah, that would at least...
Sometimes lock picks. Like, it's a stacked room if you turn the lights on. Ooh! And I can't do anything.
Damn you mentioning the magnifying glass. There's that same picture again. And a note. Print notes.
Yep, Lady Epson.
Herbert Sinclair, presumably, has requested yet another print of her ladyship, I assume, for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. Get that. Screen capped. What else can I look at? Cinca Company. Yeah, there's that name again. Cinca Company. This overexposed thing, I swear there's details here. This is the lavatory. Wait a minute. This is a mirror selfie in 1993.
Yeah.
Never mind. I hate it now. That's very silly. And like this overexposed thing. I don't know. I feel like there's got to be details in the background, but I can't bloody see them. Who are you? You weren't in the demo.
I bet I know. I think it's the person who goes with the room that's behind
fuck off. Fuck off, it's blurry.
Magnifying glass is gonna go crazy.
Yeah, there's a better version of this photo. Are the bathtub valves in a particular configuration? What's up with the lavatory? Nothing, it's a bathroom, Jules. More than likely nothing.
House.
Yeah. Most important room in the house. That's why it's behind the church right now. Hey, thank you for the follow, 3-player politics. Welcome, welcome.
What a name.
Yeah, so like what is in the back there? The highest quality photo we've seen so far. So yeah, I got a key. So
But where?
I want to use it in the Great Hall North door.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, okay, you know what? I want to use it in the entry hall to open a thing with 3 keys in it, but I have felt disconnected from my time skimming powers for several years. So I have no confidence that I would actually be able to do it. So I won't.
Oh.
What's up? Did I take a wrong turn?
Oh, no.
That is okay. That is a quality of life thing that I have wanted since the days of the demo. To be able to just bring up the map in the lower left while you are moving.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than pausing to bloody look at it.
It's a thing. I mean, that desire is a thing. Mini maps are known.
Now we'll get that.
4 gems is nice.
Taking the north door. Don't
Big money, no whammies.
own me. Okay.
This doesn't look owned.
It
This
doesn't cost money or gems or whatever.
I mean, I like it.
Taking courtyard.
Yeah.
And it's free to continue northward, but there's no item here.
Oh.
Beans.
Sometimes
Don't
we get
be
one.
locked. It's locked.
This one's not. The yeah, the key reader.
Cloister!
Whoa.
Fancy meeting you here. And
Hello.
a meal in the dining room.
Yummy.
So I'm gonna spend a few steps to go immediately backward to eat.
Did you even read the menu in the kitchen or no?
I didn't.
Yeah, neither did I.
All right.
Doesn't matter. We were never presented with the room that goes with this.
Yeah.
That's what happens when rarity is a thing.
Took me a while to understand that rarity is a thing.
Really?
Well, it's not displayed unless you're using the keycard doors.
I mean, it's in the room directory.
Well, yeah, but I don't remember that. And oh, actually, that's great. If the power's off to this system, you don't get to see what the rarity is.
Oh, commissary hammer.
True, but I don't have any money.
Ooh, you still have to buy the thing that you asked for.
Yeah. If I spread money, it appears in the conference room. That would actually be kind of sick. Except that if I don't choose the commissary, I don't necessarily have a place to do that.
Yeah.
Let's go with the commissary and have a look at what's here.
Based on what's here, you might not need, like, decide you want money,
Oh,
right?
you're here. It's here rather than in the... Okay.
It is here. I
They
don't think
moved
it. Works,
it.
Yeah.
It's like some kind of balloon Tetris or whatever. I don't actually know what the gameplay of this thing is like.
I
it doesn't have my hammer.
No, but well, it did say 1 to 3 days.
1 to 2 days, yeah.
Shovel still could go off.
Yep, shovel could still go off.
We have like just a couple dig spots. I don't think we have a lot.
+1 key for each bedroom in your house. I think we're taking that.
That's what, 5, 6 keys? Oh, a casual 7 keys.
All right,
My bad.
7 keys. Somebody left their fucking socks. Oh, there are 12 what?
It's
Okay.
green.
Thank you for confirming that this is green.
Yeah.
I was about to
Prince.
I was about to be loud about like what fucking color is like what's the truthiness of green fucking notes.
It's the best part. No one knows.
Hardly. I know we spoke often of this day, and I don't think there's anything I can say of the past 40 years that I haven't already attempted to tell you in numerous times in the past. Half-stated gratitude always interrupted with the tactful and polite repudiations from you.
This is a Herbert letter, if you want to do your voice.
I had always known... Alright, fine.
I had always known this final letter could give me the... Wait, you said this was bad. Hang on. What is it? It's not this knob.
This knob sounded better according to you?
Yeah, a little bit high. Like, the voice is deeper than what his voice was, basically. Just follow your heart.
I had always known this final letter could give me the perfect opportunity to finally express myself uninterrupted by you and unfettered by social graces. But I don't feel the inclination to say aloud what has always been unsaid between us. With my passing, I release you from your post and service to the Sinclair family and implore you to live the remainder of your years on your own terms, as scary and unfamiliar of a concept as that may be to you. Besides, I think a more junior valet would be better suited to meet the needs of a young Master Simon. To that end, if you wish to stay on long enough to oversee the training and establishment of your successor in their post, but as soon as he or she has the lay of the land, my instructions for you to quit must be satisfied. Ignoring what I imagine your objections might be after reading this, I have decided to leave the lake house in Trinsdale to you and your family. My lawyers have all the details of the gift and will be contacting you shortly about the particulars. For the past 4 decades, you have served willingly as the subject and victim to my many whims, games, and riddles, so rest assured, unlike my nephew, you will not be put to yet another challenge to prove yourself worthy in this matter. The house is yours without strings or stipulations. I had for a time gleefully entertained the notion of employing Anne as the house manager of your new residence, but I knew the humor of such a prank would be entirely lost on you, to say nothing of her. Until we meet again, my friend. Screenshot everything. Once again, a room that I feel must have something going on, but I don't know what.
What a goated room to pick when you were out of keys.
Yeah, this is a great one.
After being down to 1 key in the dark room.
Let's check
Crazy.
our notes. Same thing from the staff notice. Commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Sorry for any inconvenience. That's a lie. Also, here is final not confirmation exactly, but a explicit thing about what's up with the paintings. So let me talk about them. Every room has contained a pair of paintings, or charcoal sketches, or whatever. A pair of drawings, for which there is a word to describe what is in the picture. One of them, like the words are similar enough such that they differ by 1 letter. In this case, we have a boat and a bat. The difference being the letter O.
And we are in
Ring this room.
8.
Yep.
Column B.
Yep.
So that goes in the notes.
That goes in the notes. We have the letter O. In fact, I should have checked this one. We have... So, sometimes the connection between them, and therefore the difference between them, is a little bit more difficult to determine.
What I like about these is that the pictures, I don't believe there's any picture that's only used in 1 room. They all have multiple words associated with them, which is great.
I don't immediately remember what this one is.
I believe I've sussed it. If you'd like to know.
Is this lift and lit?
Ooh. F?
Yes. What did you come up with?
Also F, but by light and flight.
Light and flight, yes, okay. Oh.
There must be something else in this room, huh? Oh, this is huge.
Mr. Ruota, Miss Babbage has told me you'll be overseeing network maintenance over the next few weeks while I will be gone, and I apologize in advance for the extra workload. I believe we'll be back in Reddington by the middle of February, but even that is not a certainty. Either way, I do not anticipate there will be any major issues while I am gone, as the difficulties we were having last month with the terminal connections seems to be resolved. If there is an emergency and you find yourself having to enter the central server site, I have set you up with a temporary admin key to allow you access to the network administrator controls. The admin key is the first 4 letters of your last name, followed by your first initial. The first and 5th should be capitalized. If you have any questions, please let me know in the next few days before my departure. Randolph.
What was his first name? There's the letter has it, right?
Well, assuming these are the same person,
So it's Ruota and Hartley.
Yeah.
Ruoh. Ruoth.
Yeah.
5 character passwords, alphabetical only. It's a dream come true.
It was the 90s.
They didn't even know what computers were. They thought the internet was a screaming noise.
Hey, I made it! No, I didn't. Briefly entertained the notion of backing away as if I didn't have any keys. Well, we're taking the gym.
It's not turned on.
I turned it off already, yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. There's another,
Crown and Crow.
Yeah, this one's fairly straightforward. Yeah, I know the entire message. I imagine you probably know the entire message.
I do.
Ooh, closet is so good.
Yeah, I do know the entire message, but Simon doesn't.
That's true.
I almost missed the giant fucking shovel. That would have been embarrassing.
That would have been embarrassing, yeah.
Ah, fucking ha. I don't think there's a chance of me getting in there today.
There is.
So I guess let's take the
maybe.
billiard room.
I know that there's a lever. You definitely have a lever, but I don't know which one it is. It's either east or west.
So, the variation on darts. I didn't look at the closet sketches. God damn it. You're right. You're right. Sorry, I'm focusing in. The colors of these plagued me back in the demo, but this is much more visible versus the white.
It's insane. It's the same. It's the fucking same. That's crazy that it's not.
So much better. So I fiddled around with this for a long time to figure out how it works. But I will simply inform you how this works as my viewers. The first ring gets highlighted, indicating particular numbers. Anything that is lit up in the first ring needs to be added together. 3 and 2 make 5. The second ring is subtractions to be performed afterward. 15 minus 7.
Ooh, math.
Don't read into the fact that I just had to sit there for a moment. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. 9 minus 5. Third ring is multiplication to be performed after that. 8 times 2, 16. Nine minus 7, 2 times 10, 20.
It's a pretty cool puzzle.
Game successful.
Wow.
Silver key.
It's a little late for that.
We have wheat and heat.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Difference being W. That's not a door.
HW if you're some people.
Yes, HW. Of course. Closet has
It's like
flan and a hand fan.
So L, you're thinking.
Yes.
Yeah, L does make sense. Does this one have them? I don't know if this one has them.
I don't think this one can have them.
Which is strange, because I felt like every room had them, but I guess not.
I guess there are exceptions to those rules at times. Especially when the rooms are special.
It is special room.
Yeah. Now, I am running lower on steps, which worries me slightly. Maybe I'll get a beat. Nothing. Turnip! That's what I meant.
Ooh, we did get it. Hooray. So...
I mean, if I use the key here, there's not a lot of other opportunities to use it. So let me use this key here.
I think it's the best spot to use it. Out of what's left.
Okay. Not doing that. We're doing... that doesn't help me any.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually, wait a minute. I have 2 doors into the Chamber of Mirrors, potentially.
Yes.
This could be fine. It's mirrored up.
I'm of the opinion, or the belief that it isn't actually going to help you. I think you need access to the room behind the room you come in, the room you drafted from.
Possible, but we will find out.
Yes. Just drafting it has already like affected the draft pool a whole shit ton. So
Oh, right, of course.
yeah,
Now,
that might help you get to that.
what day is it? It's day 3? Day 3 Great Hall?
Do you know all the things?
What do you think?
Crazy.
Do you think I know all of them, or did I pull that out of my ass just now?
I wouldn't be shocked if like you had some forbidden knowledge. Well, this is our last room.
Oh, and the ads are upon us again. So we will once again return. Welcome back. That song that was playing on the break screen just there at the end. Absolutely love that one. Favorite one from the game. God, I hope it's still in the game.
Nanner.
Banana. All right.
So that opens.
It does open a contiguous door.
Yes. And then I think that button will open maybe one more that we can get to back from here again.
Yeah. So I have 6 keys. Might as well just use them all here. This one's going to be nothing.
This will be treasure or a lever.
Upgrade disc.
Or treasure and a lever, maybe.
Permanent
upgrades are
progress.
nice.
Okay.
Yeah, what letter are we on?
Paint.
Yeah, I was thinking
That
paint
doesn't,
and plaint.
that doesn't work.
That plaint working. Yeah, flight, plane,
Flight. Wing.
draw, paint, world, hand,
Fly.
brush,
Sky. Bird.
Some of them I've never figured out.
This one is not immediately... The connection between these two paintings is not immediately coming to me. Feel free to help me, Chad.
Yeah,
Like, I, the person who played the fuck out of the demo, knows what the answer is, but I, the streamer in this moment, am not making the connection.
yeah, there were some there have always been pictures like that. I think even though they've changed and stuff, there's just some that never make any sense to me. Fly me to the moon, obviously, yes.
Ah, yes, let me get copyright struck again by Bayonetta.
Oh, it's dumb.
What?
It's not dumb. It's actually pretty good. It's plane and planet.
Right, it's not a moon!
yeah, that's how come I figured it out.
What's up, Sid?
Bought 6, you bought 1. You bought 7 cases of liquid death.
Alright, sick.
And it looks like an abstraction of Earth, but it is in fact the world in the game
Yeah.
that has recognizable continents.
Cocaine.
So, plane and planet,
Yeah, T.
yes, that is consistent. Okay.
Yarp.
Okay. So, with all of those in position...
We need to have enough steps to get to a computer at the end of the day as well. It's
Lever.
worth remembering.
Lever.
It is a lever.
And a key.
And a key.
And
Don't
it's the
need
right
those
one!
anymore.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I might do it.
I don't know about that.
Well, I might. This is open now.
Yeah. I mean, me the player versus me the character. Of course, the character doesn't get told.
I don't actually know what happens after the end of this. Because again,
okay.
I've only been in demo world.
Congratulations.
I
thought you had gotten further.
No. I
like
stopped
yeah.
I stopped paying attention to the data mining at the end of the demo. I started glitching my way through walls and poking at goddamn everything, but I never interacted with like the hacked game or whatever to let me go beyond.
God.
That was never me.
You are way less far than I was afraid of. There's so much left that you don't know.
Yeah.
If you don't know this, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Zen, as far as I know, the goal as explained in story to Simon, the character we are playing, is to locate the 46th room of the 45 room estate and appropriately inherit the estate itself. The antechamber is important and by its very name lies before some additional shit. But presumably not simply room 46. At the end of the demo, a note said stop right there. And then the game closed.
Interesting.
And I think so in some of my shenanigans with the save file, I think I know what this is going to do, but I do not know what lies after that. I have no information beyond that point.
Yeah, we do see the conspicuous door pointing north off of the map.
Yeah. I have an upgrade disc. I have 20 steps. I cannot do that and beat the game.
Can't do both.
So
what do you think you're more likely to achieve sooner?
Let's try to fiddle with the Chamber of Mirrors. That's not the right button.
It's a key one. Sometimes it's a food one.
Yeah, I was really hoping for food one.
It might have opened a glass panel over on the other part as well.
Yeah, it opened that one, which does not.
Oh, only one panel.
Yeah. I believe it's buttons after this point that start to do more than one.
Yeah.
From what I recall. Okay, so that's not going to get me there.
I'm pretty sure you need to do it 3 different doors in order to get the 4th one in Hall of Mirrors, like no matter what.
I have 4 coins. I maybe could buy something. What's the price of the shoes? I think
they're more than 4.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt to check. Like, if they're unaffordable, you've really lost like nothing, right? And if you get them, then they paid for themselves. They're not here.
Oh, they're not here. They're not even here. Wow. Love it. I hallucinated shoes.
Shoe hallucinated. Hallucinated?
Hallucinated, yes, thank you. Okay. So, I want to go in here and find out what is actually happening beyond this point. I'll lose the upgrade disc. Kind of.
Yeah, you can always get it again.
Yeah, I'll get it again later.
I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
Let's do it! To continue up, you must go down. Well, Monday is Cake and Cunnilingus Day, so who wants to celebrate? Anyway, now that that's embedded in this clip forever.
I'm hearing strawberry and chocolate.
The basement key. Now, I knew about the existence of the basement key, and my fuckery in the save file did let me read this. Beyond this point, I have no fucking idea what's going on.
Perfect.
I haven't even been able to get this close to this door before. That is a glass moon. That's interesting.
Yeah.
You know, from every other angle, it kind of looks like it's a metallic thing, but that is transparent glass. Neat.
This is Rogue Moon or whatever Zoltar was talking.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the end of the first phase of blueprints, I guess. Getting to the antechamber.
I have exactly enough steps to get to security. If I can access the computer before I pass out, I win.
You cannot.
I cannot. I know. I know I can't. I know I can't. It pisses me off.
Even thinking about it. The kitchen is on the way there, though, is it not?
No, it's after.
Fuck.
Yeah, we're boned. We're hosed.
Can't even nanner.
Yeah, we're hosed. The temptation to use my knowledge from outside the stream to get something while I'm here is high.
Doesn't help you anyway.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't help me. That's the worst part. Okay. There's a
but yeah, open these.
Maybe.
You have a basement key. It's a special key. Oh no. Turns out that's not a basement.
I already used the dining room. When you get to rank 8, it gives you a meal, which
yeah, if we hadn't eaten that meal, we wouldn't even be here now.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah, exactly.
We've already cashed in. If you had been gifted whatever the room is that goes with what the food was, it would have worked.
Yeah.
I think it was steak and showroom.
Yeah, it was the showroom,
which is like very rare, I think.
Yeah, I don't have the tools to get right now.
Like a steak.
Yeah. Is there anything that got spread to the conference room over the course of this? No? No conference pears for me to crunch on? No? Okay. This is a terrible joke.
You did not there is a fruit spreading, but you didn't get it.
Well, never know if you don't try. Give me the fucking computer, goddammit! Alright.
That's frustrating. It's so fun to unlock an upgrade disc. It's like my favorite part of the game, I think.
Okay. Well, I have seen the basement key. Which, you know, sure. Garden Inn of the Dead.
Yeah, I love the procedural
Christ, it's covered,
it's
covered in gravestones. That's horrifying.
Yeah, 12 dead end rooms. That's actually impressive. Some rooms are like fake dead ends. Hall of Mirrors, I believe, counts as a dead end.
Because I didn't open it yet, yeah.
No, even if you had. It's their category.
Oh, right, of course. Even if I open a door. We talked about that before.
Yes. Just like how if a room is more than one but it's pointed at a wall, it doesn't count. Same thing. There's some rooms that I forget, and I have actually like screwed myself because I forgot they're not really a dead end. I just look at the borders.
Okay.
Because I'm so smart.
Now let's do this for real. We've seen the majority of the mechanics.
Yeah, time to break blueprints on day 4, which is something that the demo would have allowed you to do anyway.
Desert
yeah,
and dessert.
easy. Yeah, that's a classic.
Mandating when flan is meant to be eaten. Cool, cool.
It's like the cartoon of the guy in the desert with like raggedy clothes crawling to somebody with like a plate of flan.
Pray and pry.
Yeah, a. This music has almost like a Talos Principle or Path of Exile kind of feeling to it. Maybe not now.
Plane and plan. And I
Yeah,
especially
that's
love when plan is included, it actually gives it away to you.
Yes, Workshop also is a delight.
Yes, I love Workshop.
My favorite. I've used that strategy. Just like I said, some of them I could never solve, so I did it that way, and then still was unable to solve even after knowing. Jesus! What a nuts like setup. All right, this is a little less helpful. But...
Let's get myself a key. Some kind of key. And maybe a coin? No coin.
Yeah, I love the potential for special keys, although if it's the security key, that you will now have to leg it back in a walk of shame to the electric closet.
That's all right. We'll get there.
Yeah, it's worth it.
16,
well worth
17. It. 5. 14 minus 7. 7 times 2 back to 14. Very cool. 12 minus 8. 4 times 4. 16. Very cool. Silver key. Extremely cool.
We like silver key.
Sort of tempted to consume the silver key right on top of the corridor.
That is tempting.
Open up.
Here also is tempting, but it wasn't locked. It's not like you get to pick when you can use it. That door has to be locked in order to trigger it.
Yeah, I guess we'll use this and get potentially fortuitous corner. I'm not even opening that right yet. What is this? Bat and bath. That's H.
It's false.
Glad you're still with us.
Back to 0 points for you, I'm afraid. Ooh, we have redraw.
I can put this off. I can take pantry and kill this corner.
You may get terrace if you re-roll, which
let's try to re-roll this one
early. Oh, this is also
Let's take security then. Did I miss anything? No. I always like to check that just to make sure. There we go. High security unlocked. Well, that's fine. Apple. Actually, no, this is fine. The utility closet is very close.
Yeah, this is good. Also, you might even get there and not. You didn't have to. Oh.
You do. You do have to step in.
Yeah, I fucking hate how that works. If I could make a change to the game, it would adjust that. In this specific case.
Now, what I'm not clear on is whether it needs to flicker out versus you stepping in.
No, it's fine now. It's
Okay.
fine now.
Yeah, its effect needs to go off before turning that on can change anything.
Yeah, you don't need to. You don't need the lights to die. You may need to enter it.
Great.
Yeah, we're fine now.
Yep, we are fine.
I think it's just checking. I think it checks for just
lockpicks.
Oh, I think it checks if you've entered it for the first time. Is what it checks.
I do kind of wish that weren't the thing. Yeah. I wish flipping the breaker off and then on would reset the thing that would blow, and then you don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, or even that, like, if the room has to be drafted for that to happen.
God, what a time to find you.
We're not big on money laundering lately. We're more into market manipulation.
Shovel.
Shovel is good. The problem with running up the wings of the house is that you don't get terrace.
Oh, that's true. It only opens perpendicularly.
Yeah, you have to point out. But running up the wings is still pretty cool, I think.
This pair of paintings took me forever. I'm so ashamed that this pair of paintings took me so long. It's tent and 10. I looked at this thing and like price, tag,
the
label.
tent is pretty small.
It's hidden behind some stuff, but once you're familiar with what paintings are which, it begins to take shape. What paintings are here?
It's Mount Holly.
Yes, P and Peak.
Yeah, K.
Yep.
K fits. Oh.
Don't mind if I do. Gem reimbursement? No.
Early weight room is interesting. Like, late weight room is also interesting. It's just always interesting to lose half of your vital resource.
Clock and lock. That is the letter C.
Security, have you done this one? Car something?
Car and cart. There's the letter T.
Car, and I heard that Zoomers are throwing their popcorn bags at the Minecraft movie, by the way. It's going crazy in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the minecart reminded me.
Oh.
Yeah, when Jack Black says chicken jockey, and apparently a sea of popcorn is created.
Interesting. And strange.
They're like a very, very badly behaved Rocky Horror fans, basically.
Bride and Bridge.
I like this one.
Actually, what were the paintings in the entry hall?
Ace and face.
Piss. All right. Yeah, face card, ace and face. There's the letter F. Was hoping to see that without wasting 2 steps, but oh well. Well, there's only one choice. Take the pantry to the side.
Are we down to one door?
We are down to 1 door.
We're
still down to 1 door.
making suboptimal plays.
This could be a very quick day.
It's like that sometimes.
Tier and tie.
The red hot pilly steppers.
No.
I don't know what RHP
Rocky
stands
Horror
for.
Picture Show.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I know it can get crazy.
Crow and row. That is the letter C. What do we got? This is the black box. No, you're not. This is the black box. No, you are not. The black box is not empty. Those two are lies. This one is true. Therefore, open the black box.
Also, it's the only box mentioned, and therefore it has to have the gems. Like, there are some logical shortcuts in some of these puzzles. You know, it's fair of you to abbreviate that and then expect me to understand, considering that I specifically mentioned it by name.
Yeah.
Pardon my oatmeal brain.
Well,
Yeah,
I
gross.
mean,
Yeah.
it's the only responsible option.
It's a rock and a hard place, because you need your gems, but also this is why you need your gems.
Yeah.
Also, this is a heckin' room for secret stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's ripe for the secretage. I was knocking on the walls in this
Jesus
one too.
Christ! Well, fuck me today, I guess.
Archives is a run killer, except it's like kind of cool, but it kind of sucks.
We just won't go in there.
I definitely would have. Ooh.
You would definitely go in the chapel? Alright, let's go in the
Is that
chapel.
what I would have used? That would have done the key.
Oh.
That's what. Like, which you did, I think, right? You used it. I looked away.
I will take 10 extra steps at the moment. Yes, that's fine. I'll take 15 extra steps, actually, and a useless-ass keycard. Wait a minute. That was... Okay, no, hold on a second. What just happened to us? We have the sleeping mask, which gets 5 extra. We have the nursery, which gets 5 extra for every bedroom. That was 20 steps. Cool. Great. Excellent synergy, me. That was definitely planned. Fire and Fur? I believe.
The next George R.R. Martin book.
No.
A song of knots and fursuits.
That's gonna be me next weekend. Wait.
True. Is there a special term for a convention of furries? Is like a zoo or something?
I don't. Damn it.
Oh, it sucks being poor. In game and in real life.
Yep. Oh, god damn it. How dare you? Well, I guess we're planetariuming it.
No, yeah, that's all you can do. I mean, Terrace... Terrace was available too.
Call it a day in the planetarium, get 2 bonus stars.
Yeah, this is what I did to, like, gain ridiculous amounts of money down the
Mid-sized
road.
villa.
I forget how I did it, but I turned my stars into allowance tokens.
We haven't seen those yet.
Oh no, spoilers.
All right, day 4 then, and I think this might be the last day of this stream.
Jesus, that was only day 3?
That was only day 3. Yeah, days 1 and 2, I slowed down a lot to explain some stuff.
You got to the end on day 2.
Yeah, could have gotten to the end on day fucking 1, but
I mean, yeah. With perfect RNG, anything is possible.
I mean, let's not cut down my options yet.
See, my meta is to like do the middle door first, because if I get a door that a room that points north from there, I feel a lot more confident on the side rooms, just doing whatever.
Fair enough. All right, so it is day 4, which I believe means the middle box is the solution. Let's find out what riddle we have.
Okay.
The gems are in a box that is actually blue. No.
How lucky do you feel?
Okay. The gems are in a box with the word blue on it. And nothing.
One of them is true and one is false. That's what that blank box is telling us.
I guess so.
Now we have to actually use brain. Sad.
I don't think I've ever seen one where nothing is on the label. That's great.
It is pretty good. Imagine if there were 2 that were empty. Well, I mean, you can't, but...
The gems are in a box that is actually blue.
Is it blue or true? Oh,
blue.
It says blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm tripping.
The gems are in a box with the word blue on it. Well, if
both of them have blue.
So if this were true, then both of these would need to have them, which is impossible per the rules of the game. Therefore, this is a lie.
Oh, no, not really. If only one of them had the gems, that statement would still be true. It's not that all boxes with blue have gems. It's
right, of course. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is like a trap. That stuff has trapped me. You open the wrong box and you're like, wait, what the fuck? And then you rethink the puzzle and you're like, oh, I'm an idiot. So this statement has to be true, though. Right? Oh, no, it doesn't.
No,
because
it doesn't.
they could be in the blank box.
Yeah. So if
so they're either in the blue or the white box then.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting.
Piss.
Ah. So that blue box was true and the black box was a lie. But how did we know? How did we know that the black box wasn't true? Because then the blue one would have been false.
Yeah, I don't like this one.
I think it's just a good puzzle. Because it's not immediately obvious, but
well,
like,
maybe
it must
I'm an
be
idiot.
Provable.
No. Gems are in a box that is actually blue. The gems are in a box with the word blue on it.
So you have to prove that. All you need to do is take one of the 2 boxes that says stuff and prove the truth value of it. So if you can prove that either of them is true or false, then you've done it. I don't know. I like it. I like this one.
Damn it. Well, now I have no gems and no money. Oh, but I left the room without opening the damn room. Let's get out of the way.
Like, Mega Mind, no bitches except like gems.
Welcome back, Zen.
At least Zen,
at least one box is lying. At least one box is telling the truth. Only one box has gems in it.
Yep.
Except on today's riddle, the middle box had fucking nothing written on it.
Which is funny.
Sure, let's get you out of the way too.
Storeroom after the church, classic.
So let's make another paid bathroom. Why did I go in here?
Herbert's bathroom selfie reenactment.
Yep.
Yeah, like it's a pretty classic logic puzzle, Zen. There was a game a while ago, like last year, with like mimic chests, and you had to pick which ones were real, based on their like true and false statements that they would tell you. It's just a similar idea.
Well, this
It's just fun.
sucks.
Might as well do. I mean, I know what I would do. Oh, not the one I would have done.
Yeah, you would have done hallway, wouldn't you?
I would have done hallway. I thought you would have done it too by your own like logic of trying to always have, you know, a minimum of doors. Because now you've locked yourself into one door. But the pro is that hallway is available later now.
Fourth ring, first time this is being introduced, is division.
Yeah. If only we knew what 8 divided by 4 was.
So
you've solved it.
16 minus 10 down to 6 times 5, 30 divided by 10, 3.
Math.
Damn it.
I was thinking 20 because I'm stupid. I was like, of course. 30 minus 10.
Oh, right. Look, don't talk to me.
Can't ever seem to pass it up. Oh.
I don't have anything at the moment, but this is a good one to have in the house.
Your hammers are here.
My hammer is here.
It's shoes and stuff. This is
4888. Okay.
a fairly stacked shop. Has magnifying glasses as well.
Not ideal.
No, we are in the danger times.
We're gonna have the Mount Holly shack. We might have the Mount Holly shack in a second.
I mean, it's still a pretty nice shack. Ooh.
Okay, taking that, if only to get through here. Stairs and stars, by the way. Difference is the letter I.
Yeah, Zen, there were 2 boxes with the word blue. One of the clues was the gems are in a box that says blue. And the other clue was the gems are in the blue box. I want to be down on your strategy of like spending gems as soon as you get them, but also you got to the antechamber on day 2, so I'm kind of like, I think I'm the one who needs to get my notebook out.
Okay, so admittedly, I haven't found the thing yet. So we'll double down. We'll set it like that for now.
Yeah, and if we need to, we can set it high, whether we get the key or the breaker room.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, but terrace.
Oh, but terrace indeed.
What does Terrence have to do with anything? Yeah, it's I know what one I would pick, but
You'd pick terrace.
I mean, I have to. I have to. I can get utility closet anywhere.
Yeah, that's fair.
But also
And a
gems
shovel.
are. Oh, that's so good. No digging allowed on terrace, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Weird.
you'd have to dig 6 feet down to get to the dirt first.
Yeah, this is definitely not ideal for digging. Also, it's concrete.
Sure.
Always unlocked. This is like cursed fucking layout.
What is this one?
I know this one.
What is this one? Is this sage? Is it stage and sage?
Yeah, that's my
Okay.
interpretation of it. Yeah, it's definitely a T, so. Ooh. This is, in hindsight, this is why it could have been good to pick the one that pointed north instead of east.
Yeah. Don't shack me.
Not yet. Shaquille isn't dunking on you quite this moment. Oh!
Rewarded. Clock and lock. We already have this one. Yes, we do.
The bedroom would have also got you here, but this is lets you dig, I guess.
Rock.
Congratulations.
Pebbles. Tempted to use a key on this.
Do it. Fucking do it.
Three gems.
What are you gonna?
Three gems? Worth it.
It would be insane to get some gems.
Ah!
Yeah. That gem could save you. Also, silver key could save you.
All right. Didn't know silver key could be in a box.
I think lots of things could be in the box. Oh well. I mean,
easy come, easy go. No bonus treasures. Sand and. This is the letter S.
no, that's obviously amper.
Ah, yes, of course. Thought that was an upgrade disc for a moment. Nearly crapped. We're fine.
They don't just leave them out in the open. Ooh, tough.
So this gets me through. It's not great, but it gets me through.
Yeah, it puts it in a precarious situation. Oh well.
Majestic.
Oh man, don't get screwed by gems now though. But also we get to Zoltar it, which is like its own reward.
And I can take my money back to the commissary.
You can, and for what?
10,
What, we
10,
got
10.
hammer?
Hammer, yeah. We got hammer, shoes, mask.
And yeah.
All right, Alzara, give me your second message.
Once again, I am awakened by the tinkling of communism, capitalism.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see the darkened cloud of ruin, familiar to us both, now decrepit, run down, and in disrepair. I see 8 red envelopes, resting upon 8 pedestals. And in these 8 envelopes, I see 8 letters penned by 8 different hands. 8 letters of which you will only ever find and read 7. Just like the art hanging on the walls of these rooms, there is a letter missing.
Fucking love that bit.
What you have heard
That's the bathroom.
here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing.
Fuck, I called him Zoltar, didn't I? Is that
You
from
did.
Big?
Zoltar
his name in
is the like the actual one.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so if I wanted to, I could go back here and get some stuff, but shovel is fine, and I won't do that until later when I may need to.
Yeah, I struggle to think that
Forward.
there is anything.
Silver key at this location?
Localized to this very room?
Well, I'm just look. Give me a break. I'm trying to
No,
think about it.
It's a steamed hams reference.
I know it's a steamed hams reference.
Special.
Let's use a
keys
normal
at this
key
time of
until
year.
I'm in a three-way or something.
That is why it would have been good to. I like what you said. It didn't slip by me, but.
Yeah, let's hold on to the special keys until
I was very worried of getting just 3 dead ends though, or 2 dead ends in a room that's gems or something, which I guess could happen if you use keys as well.
Oh no, it's all going to hell. Silver key, many doors. Has to be good. It doesn't have to be good, but it has to be
free
good.
Real estate.
Many doors. Pass!
Oh, our favorite. Dude, name a more classic combination than dark room into archives. This has happened to me so many times. At least we get lore, huh?
Yeah, at least we get lore. I'm just gonna screenshot this. Is it still multiple pages? It is. Good. Okay. Okay, let me actually read these now that I've done that. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book Swimbird had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. Red Prince, I assume. She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relation of Baron Herbert S. Sinclair, I assume, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. She confided, "My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I'd always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime, so as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there." Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red, a statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed the book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne.
Yeah, yep, that's right. It's a subversive puzzle roguelike.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although that comma is odd. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility for the attack, it is widely believed by authorities that the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released Friday, maintaining the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance. Whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner, Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the third prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Whoops. Someone was seen at the corner, suspicious bag, third major incident. Is that the guy whose face
Oh,
I saw in the other thing?
I think yeah, Manning maybe.
Possible.
One of them is Manning. We know that.
No traces discovered of Cinca heiress, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. God, that sounds awful. I wouldn't want to eat somewhere with 100 bells. Jesus, the atmosphere. Mrs. Jones never arrived home and the carriage driver could not be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point and we are seeking information. And then, thieves in the royal capital of Fenares have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles. At least, not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. The museum authorities, they said, were... Museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia had arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Ares, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated.
Yep.
Well,
it's a political thriller or whatever thrillers. Spy,
fucking
heist, whatever.
Beans. God damn it!
You'd be so much less mad if you could read right now. Well, this helps us.
This does technically help us.
What a Swiss cheese ass we're playing.
Good. A key. I'm mad. Well, dead end, or I can't.
The exact thing that I mentioned. Trash.
How dare you?
Have a die?
How dare you be here now?
That is a fucking slap in the ball, as it were.
Yes, slap in the ball. Thank you.
Classic. Dude, what a... Oh man, it's rough. That's rough. I don't know if the terrace versus closet even changed much. But it may have.
Yeah, that
may have led to this.
Well, we advanced the Elzara line.
Yeah. Now, as far as I ever know, there's only 2 Elzaras. I've never done a third Elzara.
Well, I mean, as he says, until the dawn of the following day, I'll have nothing more to say. Right?
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. So there could be more. I don't know. All I know is that's the most I've done. I think it's safe to talk about. Like, I never tried to like finish him out, except like one time, and then there were only two at that point. And since the game is newer now, like I haven't hit him enough during a run in order to trigger him.
Yeah. So this is the much clearer version of this.
Yep.
It's still pretty readable, even without that. And I honestly do love that the zoomed in version is a completely different render. Like the zoomed in documents are all. Well, the zoomed in documents are all a literal different texture in the game files, and yeah, I find that like extremely amusing.
I think it's better than just simply downscaling. Like the texture you want. I don't know. It feels right to me.
Oh, you know what we can do before we pass out? We can officially read this, unless written by hand. Read memos, if written by hand, are still true. Well, I guess I'm gonna lay down on one of these probably rain-soaked fucking pieces of shit and
perfect.
Call it a day.
Mount Holly, Swiss cheese house.
Yeah, what's this one called? Mid-sized villa. No mention of the fact that you fucking gave me 4 red rooms in that mid-sized villa. You probabilistic sack of shit. One more ad.
That's blueprints.
We'll be back. Okay. Now, when I said day 4 would be the final day, I did not anticipate day 4 being a bag of shit on my doorstep. So instead, this, day 5, will be the final day.
Yay.
We're in it for the long haul.
Spare green room. I like spare green room best. I try not to backseat. I'm just very excited about the idea of spare green room, though.
No, it's fair.
A door that... Oh. I love this. I just love going straight north from Antechamber. At least this far. I start to get a little bit weirded out if I keep going north this far without branching. Because I don't want to bifurcate the house or bisect
rod
it.
And road, difference being the letter A. For reference, we have now seen every room and letter on this rank. It is the word crack. We've also seen every letter on the word below. It is the word 8. Crack 8.
I had to get a new butt.
No.
It's a classic.
All right, have a good night, Kembrat. Very, very glad to see you.
Bye.
Hopefully, see you around for the next thing. Maybe. Or another thing. Or more of this.
Oh my.
Good night, my friend. Starting to get nervous. Yeah, you're right. This is...
It feels weird, right?
Okay. All right.
It feels weird.
Well, I have nothing to lose choosing this. At the moment.
Yeah, that's true. Now's a good time to explore it.
And we poke around with the backfill. I don't have gems. No. Yes.
No.
We don't poke around with the backfill. We go to the chapel for the closet and never come back.
Get a coin? Oh, no coin. Very nice. What's the paintings?
It's
Oh,
lock,
we've done
lock
them.
and
We've done
clock.
them. Yeah, that's right. Third rank we have done.
Yes.
And this room doesn't have them.
No, because it's busy doing all of that.
There's a lot.
Fine, I'll take it now so it doesn't fucking show up later.
Fair. I'm concerned at this point that you now are, you now need to sneak past, or I guess get a key. So it's not that bad. Oh yeah, gem. It might have even been worth burning a
Yeah, you're
a
right.
couple footsteps to get that gem earlier. In hindsight, that thing that we have.
Let's get it now while we're here.
Yeah, get
What are we up for?
knowledge.
Wood-fired pizza. What the hell's that one?
Furnace.
Oh god, that sounds heavenly, actually, looking at the actual ingredients. I want that pizza. Somebody order me pizza. I don't have that plugin
What the hell is
configured anymore.
truffle sauce? I will say I get the ooh, yeah, there's
Yeah,
more.
there's more
dog
food in the dog
and
bowl.
water. Too bad you can't like interact with it to get like one step, am I right?
Is this like the shop corner? I mean, I'll take it, I guess. What do we got in the shop? Hammers, shovels, and salt shakers.
And compass.
Oh my.
Yeah, we're down to 0 gems again, so things are interesting once more.
Sure, why not? Let's get the whole corner.
Extra 5 steps from the mask as well.
Yep. Well, I'll get a key in some fashion.
Oh, so rather than a guaranteed small key, this is like either 2 small keys or a crazy key.
(16/16). Cool.
Yeah.
11 minus 3 times 1/4.
Ooh, that's a nice
Don't
one.
mind if I do.
That may come
Coin?
in handy.
No.
Yeah, always look behind the bar. You never know.
I also want the little chalk bits to sometimes be replaced with the dice. That's not a thing that can happen. I just want more subtle things to happen sometimes. I think that'd be fun.
I agree. I agree.
But also this game is doing so many other things all at once that I understand why it's not.
You want to know a fun trick? Hall of Mirrors, letting you do bedroom into bedroom, infinite steps.
I think I've set that up before.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy, like the stuff you can do in this game once you understand.
Denning it up, I guess.
There's only one choice. You're a denizen.
Take that.
Good spot for it. Backfilling dead-end rooms has got to be my favorite strategy in this. I think the game itself does tell you to do it as well.
There we go. Okay, well, we went from extremely awkward start to a pretty good situation at the moment.
That's true. That key will work really well even if this whole thing ends up being garbage, which is starting to look like it's not.
I mean, dining room doesn't do anything right now, but it is 2
Tempting.
paths.
It's doesn't cost a resource as
Yeah.
well. That's the thing about the wings. That's why they're tempting, because
Permanent progress. I'm taking it.
yeah, well, you did unlock the garage, right? Yeah. Very nice. And 3 keys are not to be scoffed at either.
Always forget what they are.
Yeah. At this point, it's I think we're so back. Is
The fact that there aren't any tools in the garage offends me slightly.
a little.
Yeah.
I'd prefer it to be rare if it happened at all.
Well,
It's thematic for sure.
They really improved the way this looks. Comments made by a person who went as far as you possibly could and beyond in the demo.
You know you're doing well if your driveway comes out of your property at 2 places.
Yeah. Another one of those permanently loaded bird baths.
I guess this is like the resident driveway, and the other one is like the visitor driveway.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
Permanent progress. Like, seriously, why can't Simon just reach over this damn thing and pull this pin?
He didn't know, man. He didn't know.
You can reach over it!
Why can't he like break into the house from outdoors?
I'm actually very glad that this art was not updated. It is still just as sketchy looking as it was in the demo. I like it. I just like it. That's not a dig. Like, the path and bridge look rough, and I love it.
They do. they do for sure.
All right. Now, does this technically count as the 46th room? Garage is not permanently fixed, but that wooden gate, is now open, which means
That is a good question, though.
From the next time it comes up, I will have, or from the next day forward, I will be able to draft an outer room.
I think Toolshed is going to have stuff that wasn't in the commissary, right?
I believe so. Never mind.
Oh, was there? Oh, yeah. It just says already owned if you tried to buy them in the commissary.
Yeah.
That's right. But free shovel compared to $8 shovel.
Free shovel and
that's,
lockpicks. Yeah, we'll take that.
There was also dirt.
Wait, was there? Oh,
no, not here, but
the option of
day.
Dirt. Yes.
The idea of dirt, yes.
Now, is there any reason that I would want to go through the front rather than just re-entering the garage?
No.
It almost doesn't make a difference right now.
It's more steps for sure.
Yeah. So we'll just go back to the garage.
It depends where you're going, I guess.
I want to get the other door out of dining room.
Yeah, that makes sense to me too.
And
I think this is where the dirt was, right?
Yeah. Coins.
We like those. I think only one dig spot.
Hang on a second.
Any room that's not...
Hang on a second. How many things do you dig up in this game that appear in the things I've stuffed up my arse? Coins, pebbles. That's the end of the list. This is a terrible bit. Moving on.
Guys named Pebbles.
Broomstick handles.
Oh, Eye of Newt.
Hockey stick handles. I love this reference. It's so bad.
Bed knobs and broomsticks. Oh.
I mean, it's a fine place for the lavatory. It's also a fine place for this.
Yeah, it's a very fine place for resources.
The fuck is that?
Cot. That is a cot.
Oh, it's right. It's fucking sideways. Okay, cot, cot, and coat.
And coat.
I think it's the letter A. Technically, the other thing would have been in the garage, but I don't think we had one.
And this is a tie and a tier, right? You did that one.
Yeah, we've got them already.
Garage, I don't
Oh no, there are some.
recall.
Well, I guess we're wasting 2 steps to complete this officially. Car
okay.
and card.
Easy.
That's the letter D. And so rank 4 is now the word dates. Dates crack 8. Cool, cool. And again, I, of course, know what we are heading for.
Dates crack 8 beers.
Yeah, now I would consider going outside and looping back through, but
I don't think
even then it doesn't make a difference in this particular layout.
No. Was anything common, sir, you wanted before you go forwards?
I think hammer was 8, so I'm still one off.
And the 4 stuff was a compass, I think, and something else.
Sleeping mask, maybe?
Was it a mask that you bought? Did you buy the mask?
No.
Mask was closet, wasn't it?
Yes.
But was mask an item in the commissary?
I don't remember.
Oh, whatever.
It's fine. Well, hang on. Can I look?
Yeah.
No.
No. That'd be nice.
Give me like in-game notes.
Yeah. My only thing is, I hate it. You're so far from a dining room once it triggers.
True.
You didn't want a lockpick anyway. You wanted silver key for sure. This is.
I hate you so much.
You know, weight room is actually never as bad as it feels like. In my opinion, weight room is underrated.
Weight room it is.
Like you need to like get your steps up, but like now you know that. So you prioritize the stuff you need to prioritize. It's way better than not prioritizing bedrooms and then having to pick a weight room.
Right, I haven't been to security. Oh, beans. Stop!
This is cinema. You are close to the utility closet at the cost of 2 coins. Oh, but that is a security door. How sad. But the key card may be in the dark room. What a shit show. What? Turn the system on.
I guess.
The only doors forward are security doors.
True. I'm out of steps.
Yes.
On account of the damn weight room that's underrated.
I mean, archive was a thing, but I mean, archive, I think is a run killer.
Lever. Cool. I can play with my lever in the fucking weight room.
In the dark. I prefer to handle my lever in the dark, but
well, I can't even make it to the kitchen.
no. I mean, why? For what? I do think it's over not because of steps, but because of rooms, like for sure.
Damn. Well,
You walk
pass
outside
out on
and
the
collapse.
steps.
So here's the question: if you pass out indoors, who's like, are you getting dragged back to your tent every night?
Thank you for assuming the party escort submission position. It's a can of beans, just like it was in the end of Portal 2.
Can of beans drags you out of the house.
Yeah, exactly. Rustic villa.
Yeah.
Well, okay, we got the outer room reached.
Yeah.
That's not nothing.
That's meta progress.
Yep. Meta progress is important.
Worth it. Yeah, that's I think a reason that I I tend to take a while to get all the way to the end just because I waste time on stuff like that, doing a garage and things.
I'm so happy that worked.
Good session.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for being here. Good to see Chembrat, Techno, Heathen for the resub, 3-player politics for following and lurking. If anybody else is a lurking, consider following so you know what on earth I'm up to next. God, I'm actually sort of split whether I want to do another session of this tomorrow or try to return to Friday Night Magic and do some Noita.
It's gonna depend on the mood.
Yeah, honestly,
or you don't feel like streaming, you know.
I'm so pumped that if I'm in gear to stream tomorrow, I think it'll be more of this.
I'm pumped that you're mostly unspoiled, surprisingly. More than the impression that I had.
The mere fact that you think that is mostly unspoiled is... I'm in awe that there is a mostly beyond the everything I have seen. God
it sounds like
damn,
you did a lot of
what's in
flying
this
around,
game?
but not a lot of digging.
Yeah.
So that's good.
I did do some very critical digging, but we'll get there.
Yes.
We will get there in time. But yes. Thanks again, everybody, for being here. As I alluded to a couple of different times throughout the stream, I do have support vectors and a need to be supported in this terrible, terrible timeline in which we find ourselves, which admittedly, most of the people I am friends with are also in this same boat, so it makes me feel odd asking when, like, other people are also struggling.
I mean, we're free to just not help since we are putting our own masks on.
Yeah.
And it's all understood between everybody.
Yeah. It just makes me, I feel like I need to acknowledge it because as commonplace as the creator, like, head on over to my Patreon. It's like, I mean, yes, that option is there. You know that option is there. But is it really an option for everyone? No. No, of course it isn't. That's why I have one, because I can't do it for anyone else, among other things. But yeah, if you care to support my efforts and can, please do. If you can't, also fine. I'm just glad you're here.
Yes, viewership is support.
Yes, indeed. Okay. So yeah, follow the channel or get in my Discord to know precisely when I am doing something again, whether it be this or another thing. Thank you one more time. Thank you in particular, Sean. I can't believe I didn't say that. Thank you for A, gifting me the game, and B, being here and hanging out.
Oh yeah, wouldn't miss it.
You are as previously established, you are by no means, like, required to be the regular guest, but I appreciate when you're here.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
And with that, have a good night, everybody. Goodbye.